Tonight on The Real Hustle, it's daylight robbery for this woman.
I paid 60 quid for it. You're telling me it's worth 3.
Find out how not to lose all your cash in one easy bump.
I hadn't got my wallet with me. I had just this piece of paper.
And there's a scam to relieve you of a car and your money while you're home alone.
I'm still shaking, I can't believe this.
This is The Real Hustle. We're going to uncover the secrets behind the most popular scams being carried out by con artists in Britain today. Our real hustlers are Alex, a confidence trickster; Jess, a sexy swindler; Paul, a scam artist. They've been travelling the UK to demonstrate to our hidden cameras exactly how the cons work. All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown, so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
A while ago, a friend of mine told me an amusing story of an estate where everybody was wearing exactly the same make of brand new white trainers. And what was more interesting than that was the way those trainers were acquired. Now, this is known as van dragging.
Van dragging can range from the sublime, which is the hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of state-of-the-art computer equipment, to ridiculous, which is a Christmas load of turkeys going missing.
Here's how the villains operate van dragging. It's early morning in a city backstreet. These CCTV cameras are guarding the loading bay doors that serve a major electrical goods store. The real hustlers arrive for the start of today's scam. Jess scribbles 2 identical notes. One note is stuck to each loading bay door. So why do the team want delivery drivers to ring their number? Here's the answer. The team are going to park in the best place to observe the comings and goings in the street. The boys will wait out of sight while Jess keeps a lookout for any arrivals at the targeted loading bay. If a van does turn up, hopefully the driver will read Jess's sign and call her. She'll then send in Alex and Paul after convincing the driver to hand over the goods to her warehouseman. The hustler's van is parked here, enabling Jess to keep surveillance. Alex and Paul unload their trolley. They will keep out of sight here. But the plan might come unstuck. Jess doesn't know it yet, but this is her delivery van arriving. It's early and it's turned the wrong way up the dead-end street. This is dangerous. It's going to pass right by Alex and Paul's hiding place. The driver will be looking everywhere for his loading bay, and if he spots the boys hiding, it will blow their cover. The delivery van comes back down, and now Jess realises what's happening. Did the driver see Paul and Alex?
Oh yes, he's pulled up right next to the door. Fantastic.
He's going for his mobile. Jess must now play her role.
Hello, how can I help?
Yeah, hi, we've got a delivery for you. We're outside, yeah?
Oh, right, OK, we're actually having problems with the door. Are you outside right now?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to send a couple of guys round just to help.
Thank you.
OK, they're on the way now. Thanks, bye. Boys?
Come in.
Ready, go for it.
We're on our way.
The driver is taken in and unloads his cargo, £10,000 worth of widescreen TVs. Meanwhile, the boys have come out of hiding. They're about to find out if they were seen or not.
You for 24, mate? We're waiting for a locksmith. Be about half an hour.
Yeah? Sorry,
yeah, we got to
get the doors
cart this around
today. Guys,
what we
come
got?
around. Is that it? Is that
The driver's fallen for it. He couldn't have seen them. Jess can afford a sigh of relief. Paul signs for the delivery and joins Alex in loading up their booty.
Hang on a minute, mate.
Incredibly, the driver hasn't suspected a thing. Not the crudely written note, nor the phone call, or even Alex and Paul decked out in fluorescent jackets and homemade security IDs. His load has been hijacked, and he doesn't even know it.
I'm having this one.
Jesse, we're ready for our van.
Well, how many?
You did well.
Let's have a look. Great. Nice. I'll get the doors, yeah.
If you had somebody who could buy one of these.
It's time to load up and get away. This was no violent robbery, but a terrifyingly simple con trick that has stolen £10,000 worth of goods under the unsuspecting gaze of CCTV and under the nose of a professional delivery driver.
A gang of criminals will give you any reasons why you can't deliver to your drop-off address or location. They'll say that the forklift has broken down, the warehouse floor is flooded, or any other reason. The way to avoid it is to check with your own company, ring through to see if that's the case, and double-check with the reception of the company that you're delivering to.
This next hustle is about overhearing a telephone conversation and a bargain that's too good to be true. This is the eavesdrop cell. We're at a London market where Jess has set up what appears to be an antique stall. But in fact, the most expensive thing is worth only £3. The aim of the game is to make a huge profit. Paul is going into this busy cafe. Inside, these two women are about to overhear a telephone conversation about an absolute bargain Paul's just spotted.
100.
Alex is in position and ready to receive Paul's call. Remember, it's the two women who will think they are the ones who are hustling.
Hello, Paul. Alex, mate. Hello, mate. You are not going to believe what I just saw.
Paul makes sure the women can overhear everything he says.
Remember that plate? Remember that really expensive plate that we saw?
Expensive plate.
Yeah, was that house?
That's got the women's attention.
Right. Yeah, it was the Hollingworth Blueware, yeah?
The Hollingworth Blueware.
Yeah, it had
it
had the wavy outside. It was like
Wavy outside.
Yeah, it was like £800 at the auction.
Paul describes the plate and makes it clear that it was worth £800 at an auction.
I've got no money. There's one in the market. She wants 60 quid for it.
60 quid?
Now he's made sure that the women know that it's possible to buy the plate for £60.
Basically, you know where the Halifax and the Greggs the Bakers are?
The Greggs the Bakers, yeah, I know.
She's right in front of there. Are you going to be able to
And
make it?
finally, he's explained where to find this bargain.
I guarantee we'll sell. I'm going to go.
Now the two marks have all the information they need to go out and make a fast buck.
No, it's on about some plate that's worth a lot of money and it's only 60 quid.
Right, I think Paul's roped somebody, so
Yeah, I think they're going to be coming down that way.
We could try and sell it if it looks good, but let's go and suss it out anyway.
Having been suckered into the scam, the two women follow Paul's instructions to the store to find what they think is the easiest £740 they will ever make.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How much is this for? 60.
Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Have a look at it for you.
Here you go. It's quite nice, actually.
Do you know anything about them?
Absolutely nothing.
Had a bit of interest already this morning, that plate.
Have you?
Yeah. People have been asking about it. I mean, there was actually a gentleman who came down earlier. I don't know where he's gone, but he was going to come back. So if it's like a race against time, I don't know.
But well, I could be 20 towards it.
You going to take it?
All right, go for it. No, you go for it. Go on.
I'd be more lucky.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Have a lovely day. Bye.
£57 profit for just 5 minutes work. Now it's Alex's turn to hustle.
Do you remember that plate I sold in the store last?
And of course, there are plenty of plates to sell to the people who eavesdrop on our phone calls. So, what do the two women think they've picked up?
An antique plate.
Oh, don't drop it.
Here. That's it there. Just really like the look of it.
Telling the truth, that guy.
Well, we actually overheard a conversation of a guy when we were in the cafe who was talking about this plate, and apparently it's worth a lot more money than we paid for it, so we thought it was worth the risk. We're going to try and sell it.
So, how do they feel now they know what's happened?
You're kidding. A bit silly. Totally foolish. Set up.
The eavesdrop scam works on two levels, basic greed and what we call the scarcity principle. Now the two ladies over here Paul on the phone, there's an opportunity to make some money. We're always looking to make a quick buck. The second level it works on is the scarcity principle. They know that this opportunity will only be open for a short amount of time before the other person comes along with the money, so they quickly hot-foot it down and buy the plate without really thinking through the consequences.
Coming up, the real hustlers are going to relieve someone of thousands of pounds in a daring barefaced scam. The real hustlers are going to show you how to get free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this local pub. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or an outcome that you believe can only go one way, and it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn. These lads are enjoying a drink down their local pub, but Jess has marked them out to buy her, Alex and Paul, their next round. For this proposition bet, she's going to be using her feminine charms, a hat and a straw.
Oh, you're running a bit low. Do you want another drink? Okay. I'll tell you what, I've got a challenge for you. And if I can do it, then you buy me and my two friends a drink. And if I can't do it, then I'll buy you three a drink. Yeah? See it? Okay, my challenge is that I can drink this shot from under this hat without touching, lifting or moving the hat. Think you could do it?
Go for it.
Think I can do it? No? No. Do you think I can do it?
Jess is convincing. It seems like an impossible task.
If I can't do it, I'll buy you.
Are you allowed to
a
touch
drink.
the hat?
I can't touch the hat.
Well, as it is now, you're not allowed to touch it.
No, I'm not allowed. I'm not going to touch that hat at all.
Go for it.
You want to see it?
Go for it.
Okay.
The lads have been taken in and accept the bet of a round of
I'm not
drinks.
going to use the straw to lift the hat, but I am going to use the straw to drink it.
shirt.
Okay. So I'll have a pint and Alex and Paul will have a couple as well.
All right.
Thank you.
Prove it, go on.
I've done it.
Lift the hat.
I don't need to lift the hat. I've done it, so I know.
I need proof. Lift the hat.
Can you lift the hat?
Just do it.
She's drunk the drink without lifting the hat and, in typical hustler fashion, collects her winnings.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah,
I'm running out of money.
I don't care who's buying. I'm not buying.
It's all in. Hello, Charles. Stupid trick.
Very often in public places, you get signs or announcements warning of pickpocket activity. Now, people's natural reaction to that is just to pat themselves down, make sure that their wallets and their valuables are still in place. Now, you've just identified to a pickpocket where all your valuables are.
Every day, thousands of people travel through train stations, making it a treasure trove for pickpockets, as they know that each and every person will either have a wallet, a suitcase, or a work bag with them. Alex and Paul are both busy casing the joint, looking for a potential mark. Pickpockets often like to work in pairs, with one looking for the target and the other doing the lift. Despite the amount of bags that are being left exposed in this station today, the boys are looking to lift a wallet. And all they need to perform this hit is a piece of newspaper and some chalk. This is known as the phantom wallet. For this hit to work, Alex must be able to identify a person who keeps their wallet in their back pocket. Alex has spotted someone patting his back pocket and moves in. Now it's Alex's job to make sure Paul knows who the target is and where the wallet is. And this is done with the age-old trick of using a bit of chalk. This man has now become the mark. This technique of using chalk to mark a target is where the term originated from. Alex has done his job, now it's Paul's turn. He's spotted the mark, and he knows that the wallet will be in his right pocket as Alex has placed the chalk deliberately on his right shoulder. Paul has to size up the shape of the wallet. The aim is to replace the mark's wallet with a piece of folded newspaper of the same size without him noticing. One bump is all it takes. If you missed it like the mark did, here it is again. No sooner has the wallet been taken from the mark's pocket, Paul deposits it in Alex's umbrella, and they both make a quick getaway. The mark now has a worthless piece of paper in his back pocket, but it still feels like he's got his wallet. And it's only when he tries to buy something that he finds out that he's been robbed.
Somebody pushed me. And then I thought I wanted some water, so I went to the shop to buy a bottle of water, and suddenly, when I went to pay for it, I hadn't got my wallet with me. I had just this piece of paper. At first I thought I had dropped it or something, but later I was thinking about everything. I realized maybe it was this guy who pushed me.
If you want to keep your wallet, don't put it in your back pocket. It's one of the easiest places to steal from. And if someone invades your personal space, think, could they have stolen something? And if you have to check your property, always remember someone might be watching. Out of sight, out of mind, out of pocket.
For this hustle, Jess has placed an advert in the local paper. for a car at a bargain price to draw in a
Hello.
mark.
Hi, I'm phoning up about the advert for the car.
We know what the best thing to do if you want to come down and have a look at it.
Okay,
That'd probably be the best thing.
Of course, our hustlers have no intention of selling a car. They're only after the money.
The scam relies on front. The mark has to believe we are who we say we are.
There are three important elements to this scam. The mark has to have a reason to bring his money. He then has to give us that money. Then he has to let us walk away.
Leaving the mark home alone. Alex, Jess and Paul have found an ideal property they know will be empty for the afternoon, and they know how to gain entry to a house.
Right. Key. Remember, keep the phone off the hook. Right. See you in a minute. See you when you got the cash.
Alex and Paul make themselves scarce, while Jess gets on with rigging the spy cameras to record today's hit. The mark arrives. Jess calls up the boys so they can eavesdrop on her progress.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Tracy.
He gets down to business and checks out the car for sale.
It's a bit messy. We're going to, if you want us to give us a little hoover before, then...
He seems happy enough and goes ahead with the purchase.
That's so much trouble getting here anyway.
It's important that Jess gets him inside the house to complete the transaction. But he doesn't realise that Alex and Paul are listening to everything that's said and are about to turn up posing as policemen.
He's about
It's all right, don't worry. I'll keep the count now.
Any other warning?
Jess takes the mark's money and goes to put it away in the drawer. But in reality, she pockets it.
You sure you don't want a drink or something?
The offer of a drink is the cue for the boys to ring the doorbell.
Hang on, 2 seconds, that might be them just now.
Tracy Rutherford.
Yeah?
I'm D.I. Steele. This is D.S. Mosley. We've got a search warrant for these premises.
I think you've got the
Let
wrong
my
house.
colleague through.
Anybody else here, Tracy?
As Jess lets the boys in, she passes the money to Alex, leaving Paul to intimidate the mark.
I'm D.S. Mosley. We're here to search these premises for stolen goods. What's your name?
You've got the wrong house!
Failed to mention it.
Alex
Oh
makes
my
sure the mark
gosh.
can see that Jess has been arrested for having a stolen car, which he's just paid thousands of pounds for in cash.
Well, when Johnny gets back...
Do you have any ID?
Right, get the car.
Their part over, Alex slips out of character as Jess slips out of the handcuffs. Alex checks the ill-gotten gains.
You came to pick up a car. Do you know it's illegal to buy anything that you know or suspect to be stolen?
Believing Paul to be a real policeman, the mark is frightened that he too will be arrested and complies with Paul's instructions.
All right, I'll check your story. If everything checks out, it'll be fine. Put your hands on the table. If you move, I'll arrest you. Do you understand? Stay there. Don't move.
The team drive away confident the mark will stay put. The mark is now home alone, and the minutes begin to tick by. After 10 minutes, the mark still hasn't moved. He is totally convinced by the team's play acting. Nearly 20 minutes have elapsed since the team drove off, and the mark's curiosity gets the better of him, and he goes to investigate. face says it all. The truth slowly dawns on him. The car's gone, and so has his money. He came to buy a car. He gave the money to a friendly Jess, who was arrested as a car thief, and he was told to stay put by a police detective. Nothing is as it seems, apart from him being down thousands of pounds, courtesy of the real hustle. It's time for the Mark to find out what's really happened.
So I'm shaking, I'm still shaking, I can't believe this. She just made me feel comfortable, and I sat down, I thought I was really relaxed. And the next thing I knew, doorbell rang, and 5-0. It's scary though, it's very scary, and I mean, if it can happen to somebody in real life, then I don't want to be that person again, definitely not.
If this guy was really being conned, things would get a lot worse, because the first thing we'd do as we drove away is we'd call the police. Remember, this guy's alone in someone else's house without their permission. Who's going to believe his story about 3 hustlers in a car?
Also remember, if you find yourself in an unusual situation and you do get confronted by the police, don't be afraid to check who they are. Ask them for a telephone number where you can call and find out if they are who they say they are. If they're genuine, they should let you do that. Not like us.
We all know that feeling of shock and panic when something of value is stolen. In this con, the hustler uses that feeling to manipulate the Mark into doing something they wouldn't ordinarily do.
Alex, Jess and Paul arrive at the service entrance of a large London shopping arcade. They make their way to the cafe area on the 2nd floor, a suitable hunting ground for our team. They split up to take up their positions for today's scam, the bag and pin snatch. Alex and Jess are pretending to be tourists whilst keeping an eye out for a suitable victim. They have chosen this woman, and it's her handbag that's the target. The bag is going to be snatched, but that's only half the plan. The stakes are much higher, as you will soon see. Alex and Jess wait for an opportunity to make their move, while Paul watches proceedings from the back of the cafe. This is their chance. The woman's friend leaves the table, and the Mark is now alone and vulnerable.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I come too. But when will I see you? No? When I come back?
Does your number work here even though?
Yeah, no. Hang on, we take one photo. Okay, 1 second. Excuse me, can you take a photo? 1 second.
Alex and Jess distract the Mark and manoeuvre her into turning her back on her handbag.
Like this.
There's Paul. He's going in for the steal.
I have to put it on here. No, 1 second. I think he's like this. Okay.
Thank you.
Instead of doing a runner, Paul takes a seat near the Mark's table. Alex and Jess have their photo, but the Mark turns back to realise her bag is gone. Out of sight of the Mark, Alex has to get somewhere fast.
Yeah, I've got to go to the van. Sorry.
The Mark is distressed.
You okay?
Someone stole my handbag. Did you see anyone there?
Paul talks to her, but she doesn't suspect that her handbag is less than 2 meters away in Paul's briefcase. This is the big hit. The team are going to try and fool the Mark into giving them her card pin as well as her personal details.
Excuse me, do you have anything valuable in it? Do you have like bank cards or anything?
Cards, my phone, my
What bank are you with?
Barclays.
I work for Barclays.
You do?
Yeah, let's cancel your bank cards. Have a seat. Don't worry, have a seat.
Did you not see anyone come here?
No, there was somebody walking through, but hold on.
See someone here?
Hold on.
Alex wants to sound like he's in a call centre and not in the cab of a van. so he plays in a sound effects CD of office noise.
All right, look, that's the bank call centre there. Speak to them. Cancel your cards, OK?
Hello?
My bag has been stolen and I have all everything in my bag.
I'm very sorry to hear about that, but I can certainly assist you with this call.
Yeah, please.
Do you know your account number and sort code?
I think it's... yeah, my sort code is...
With the help of the sound effects, Alex has convinced the Mark that he is a bank call centre operator, and she dutifully gives him her bank details.
OK. Now I need your full name and your postcode, please.
She still has no idea it was Paul who took her handbag, and is hiding it in his case on the next table.
OK. Now, I've got the card details here. It doesn't look like anyone's tried to use it, so it's a good job you called us straight away. Now, the last thing I need from you in order to cancel your card is your 4-digit PIN number. Now, I can't take this off you myself because we're not allowed to take PIN numbers, so I'm going to have to put you through to the automated service. OK?
Okay, thanks. All right.
Alex now plays back a message from Jess recorded earlier.
After the tone, please enter your 4-digit PIN number, followed by the hash key.
Alex records the tones, which could easily be decoded later to reveal the PIN.
Your card has now been cancelled. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
The Mark is grateful to the Good Samaritan.
All right, yeah, all right.
But Paul's walking away with her handbag. Worse still, she thinks her account is now safe, whereas in reality, the real hustlers have done enough to completely empty her finances. It started as a distraction robbery. It developed into a card pin and identity theft. A potentially devastating combination for the victim. It's time to put her out of her misery and let her know how bad it could have been.
Oh, thank you. I stole your bag.
I pretty much carry my whole life in my handbag anyway. My cards and, oh man, everything. So the person on the phone, that's just a whole scam. Everything's a scam. Then they're just gonna get all my details then, aren't they? And just, then they can do whatever they want. Well, thank goodness it's only you this time. Oh no. Sorry, I'm still all shaky.
There's two very important elements that make this con work so well. First, when we get the Mark to take a photo of myself and Jess, she's concentrating on us. She's not looking at her bag, and that gives Paul a perfect opportunity for a clean steal. Second, when she makes the phone call, everything is as it should be. There's office noises in the background, there's phones ringing, there is nothing to arouse her suspicion. And without thinking, in panic, she gives all her information straight to us.
Always try and keep your wits about you. And if something doesn't seem right, then ask questions. But what you must always remember is that the only person that knows your PIN number is you. The bank don't know it and they shouldn't ask for it. So if they do, then you should be immediately suspicious.
We meet people who've lost their handbags every day, and the effect on them is devastating. They lose their phones, they lose their address books, house keys, car keys, cash, cards. All these things have got to be replaced, and they have to basically reorganise their life.
Householders may think when their front door is locked tight, their property is safe. But right now, especially on modern housing estates, the letterbox is an easy way into the home for a thief. So watch out for anyone walking around with a long stick. The team are casing this suburban street. They've picked up 3 suitable homes and now park up. The team need the cover of darkness and a certain amount of manual dexterity to succeed.
Sorry, what were you
It's
saying?
way past bedtime, but our hustlers are ready to play.
Mr. Wilson. Yeah, you were just saying something about something.
They tool up with their weapons of choice, and we switch to night cameras.
Oh, yeah.
But what have they got on the end of those very long sticks?
This stick has a magnet on the end and is designed for picking up large bunches of keys, like house keys. This stick has a hook on the end and is designed to pick up smaller keys, like a car key. This stick is actually designed to pick up litter, but it's also ideal for picking up handbags. You can also open up the handbags, go in, take out anything you want.
Paul has spotted a house he likes the look of. Only the light in the hallway is on, and he's hoping the owners are in bed. Paul checks out the view from the letterbox, and in he goes. A miniature camera captures the stick's-eye view of the heist. There's a bag on the floor in reach of his claw. He pulls at the bag to get a better look inside, and is rewarded with finding a purse to snatch. The claw trigger is pulled, and the purse is well and truly grabbed. A bit of manipulation, and out it pops. Meanwhile, Jess has spied a jacket hanging up at the bottom of the stairs. Nothing unusual in that, except Jess's magnetic long stick can reach it easily. The pocket is dipped, and Jess has caught a bunch of house keys. The owners are asleep upstairs, so Jess must be as quiet as she can as she retrieves her haul. Alex uses a torch to help him see into a dark hallway. He's after some car keys left within easy reach on a console table. He must not make a sound either, or he'll disturb his victims sleeping upstairs. The hook proves an ideal choice for snagging the keyring. Fortunately for Paul's victim, he isn't going to steal their money and cards from their purse. Instead, he's going to leave the real hustle equivalent of a calling card. The owners will be in for a shock when they see Paul's face grinning up at them from the doormat in the morning. But that will turn to relief when they realise it's only a warning and nothing has been taken. Alex could steal this car easily, but he's doing the same as Paul and leaving the car owner a cheeky memento of his nighttime exploits instead. Meanwhile, Jess lets herself in using the house keys she's just fished from the jacket pocket. She's not too cocky though, as any noise may give her away. Alex strikes a pose. His calling card is going to cause more shock than any parking ticket, but it will make sure the owners get to keep their car safe in the future. Jess's photo is certain to be a wake-up call for the house owner's home security and could just save them from a real long-stick burglar. Alex thoughtfully posts the car keys back, and it's time for the team to leave. With the photographic mementos left behind, the team can only wonder what the householders' reactions will be tomorrow morning.
The obvious advice is keep your keys and your belongings out of sight of your door, preferably in another room. Otherwise...
Still to come, the real hustlers revive an old scam that still has the power to take your breath away.
It's so scary to think that people can get money out of you by doing that.
The real hustlers are going to show you how to get free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this local pub. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or an outcome you believe can only go one way, and it always does go one way, the hustler's way. so watch and learn. It's Paul's turn to get in the round, and that means picking targets for a proposition bet that Paul thinks he is sure of winning. This one is straightforward geometry, no sleight of hand or other trickery involved. This bet is for beer.
Who paid for the beers? Here's the bet. What's the longest? The height from here to here, or the rim of the glass from here to here?
So what's the longest? The circumference or the height? It seems a bit close to call, but the three friends warily plump for the height being a greater distance than the circumference.
You go for the height?
Yeah.
Paul ratchets up the bet. For 2 beers, it's the combined height of the beer glass and an ashtray versus the distance around the rim.
Now all the way.
Now
the height of it. The height has to be better.
That's 2 drinks. If I can prove that that's greater than that, I have to prove it.
They're sticking with the height as it seems a surer bet.
Go on then.
Paul won't let it rest there and seems to have got caught up in the game as he raises the stakes yet again to 3 beers and 3 shots, with the height now made up of the beer glass, Paul's mobile phone, an ashtray and a box of matches.
So 3 beers and 3 shots. If I can prove to you that that is bigger than that.
Paul seems to have lost the plot and stacks up another ashtray, making the combined height that of 2 ashtrays, a mobile phone, a box of matches and a beer glass. Paul's prize, if the 3 friends are wrong about the height being the longer dimension, will be 3 beers, 3 shots and 3 bags of crisps.
Has to be bigger.
Has to be bigger. 3 beers, 3 shots, 3 bags of crisps.
For the 3 friends, it's a surefire bet that the height is greater than the circumference. So, it's time for Paul to prove otherwise with the end of a paper napkin. And remember, there's no trickery here.
And mark exactly, make sure I don't cheat or anything. I'll get it nice and tight, mark exactly the point where it means.
This is all above board. This bet is based on geometry, and even Paul can make a mistake in his calculations.
No way.
Now that is...
Oh my God.
So, it wasn't the height that was the longest, it was the distance around the rim of the glass.
3 beers, 3 shots, 3 bags of crisps.
Vindaloo, yes.
Paul calls in his winnings. For the mathematically minded, a standard beer glass is 15 centimetres tall, and the distance around the rim is a whopping 27.5 centimetres. All you have to do to win this bet is to remember to keep your pile stacked to less than twice the height of the beer glass.
Last year, more than £65 million was lost to cash machine fraud. Hustlers are experts at diverting people. And at the cash machine, your card is exposed for a split second. But that's all it takes.
Alex is in position and Jess is in character on a pair of crutches as our Real Hustle duo demonstrate a classic cash machine crime, a cash card switch. Watch closely to see how this con takes its victims completely by surprise. This is the mark. She's queuing up to use the cash point, but with Alex and Jess around, you know something's about to spoil her day. Jess in distress is hard to ignore, and the mark does what most of us would do. Alex joins in helping Jess. He even helps the mark by pointing out her bank card is still in the cash point machine. Now Alex can use the cash point himself. The mark leaves with her card and cash, and Alex completes his transaction. This all seems normal, but our mark has just been robbed. Didn't she suspect it?
I went to the cash point, took out £10, and a lady on crutches dropped her bag. I picked up her stuff to help her, and I don't think anything happened. I got my money and my card.
We suggest that she checks her purse.
My card? Oh, that's not my card. And I think it's a £10 note. That's a real £10 note, that's not my card. It's Mr. Smith. Someone's just taken my card without me knowing, basically.
It's worse than that. Let's go back and see why. The mark removes her card in plain view. All too easy for Alex to leaf through his wallet and select a lookalike. If you missed it, here it is again. Alex is watching over the mark's shoulder as she inputs her PIN. This is shoulder surfing. Now it's all down to timing. Alex waits for the right moment to give Jess the cue to cause a distraction. As the mark turns to help Jess, the card pops out of the machine and Alex swaps it. Shoulder surfing allows the fraudster to use the genuine PIN with the real card, stolen using a distraction technique.
You might want to take your card, though.
The mark is convinced that she has her own card back. She doesn't even check it and leaves the scene happy. Alex has the card and he knows the PIN. All he has to do now is empty the mark's bank account. He's got the lot. Job done, and all that money has made Jess feel a lot better. It didn't take Alex and Jess long to practice this deception. So, how can you protect yourself from this all too common crime?
The basic rule is this: never let anybody or anything distract you when you're at the cash machine. Always keep an eye out for your card, and always cover your PIN. Everybody's got heroes in their lives. For some people it's sportsmen, for other people it's artists. For us three, I can safely say it's the most successful con man of modern times, Frank Abagnale. In fact, he was so successful that Steven Spielberg made a film of his life called Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio.
In my case, I was just in the airport in Boston, Logan International Airport at the time, and I noticed that everyone was putting their night receipts and money into a bag, which they then carried down to the bank that was in the terminal. And they stuck their night key in the box, dropped the bag down, they made sure it went all the way down, then they closed it and locked it. As I sat there, I watched everyone from Avis Hertz to the airlines to the restaurants drop their bags. So the next night I came back to the airport, but I had rented a guard uniform from a costume store. I stood in front of the night box and hung a sign up that said, "Night box out of order, please leave all deposits with guard on duty." Everyone did, they just dropped the bags and then I left with the bags. Actually, Steven Spielberg did film that in an airport with Leonardo, and people came up to Leonardo handing him the money, even though there were cameras all over the place that was obviously being filmed. People still walked up and wanted to hand him the money bag. They had to explain they were shooting a movie. So I'm sure that it would work today just as it worked 40 years ago.
Alex, Paul and Jess decide to put Frank's theory to the test and see if they can pull off his classic scam. Welcome to the Dropbox. The Real Hustle team have travelled to Manchester to put Frank's methods to the test. Paul and Alex park up in a city centre back street. They disguise their van as a security vehicle. And disguise themselves as security guards. With the preparation done, they set off for their hit location. It's after 5:30, and Alex and Paul are going to target a bank's Dropbox, more commonly known as a night safe, where firms can deposit their takings outside normal banking hours. Jess takes her position. She is the convincer, and if a mark turns up, she'll go in and use the guard's services and so influence the mark into believing the setup is real. The boys unload and Paul puts the sign up just like Frank did at the airport over 40 years ago. Unfortunately, this is a busy city street and the boys have limited time because the longer they stay, the more chance there is of being found out. The minutes tick by. They've been standing there for 18 minutes when a woman arrives with what looks like a money bag.
Looking for the Dropbox? Oh, it's right here. Fortunately, it's out of order at the moment. Yeah,
At last, it's a mark. Jess moves in.
Pack it with us. Just put it in the strong box. Yeah?
Hi there. Hi again.
Yeah. Have you got any?
Jess is happy to leave her money with the security guards, and the mark senses nothing wrong and happily hands over her company's takings, £5,000.
Thank you very much. There's your pen back.
There you go.
See you tomorrow.
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Bye.
Job done, Jess gets clear. The mark signs a worthless form and leaves. With the mark out of sight, the boys make a getaway. Frank was right. His scam still works, and the uniforms, a sign, and a convincer help take in the mark. Before we let her know her money's safe, we tell her that she's been conned.
Are you having a laugh?
But then the enormity of what's happened sinks in.
Ah! You get in so much trouble. Wes is gonna go mad. It's so scary to think that people can get money out of you by doing that so easily and nobody actually thinking anything of it.
So, what can you do to protect yourself against this Dropbox scam?
Most banks will use a well-known security firm. If you don't recognise the name or something doesn't seem quite right, then contact the bank and get them to confirm their authenticity.
Hustlers love a good Samaritan. In this scam, the victim's kindness is used to let us get close enough to make a daring steal.
Alex is on the lookout for someone to lend him a hand. And this man is about to become the Good Samaritan. Alex hasn't really hurt himself. This is all play acting.
Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. You wouldn't be able to help me down the rest of the stairs. Just...
It all seems innocent enough. A vulnerable person has asked for help, and of course the mark hasn't refused. But watch closely and see if you can spot what Alex is really up to.
If I could just hold on to your hand, is that all right? Thank you. Oh, it's my... Yeah, is that better? Absolutely. I just... Oops, sorry. I've played football and went in for a tackle, and the ankle just went, just went all the way. Yeah. But it's just been killing my back as well, because you're sort of walking upside. There's one with an L on it. Oh.
Alex has got what he wanted, and the mark hasn't got a clue as to what has just happened.
Sorry. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Alex makes his not-so-rapid getaway, and the mark is just about to be enlightened by a simple question from Paul.
Excuse me, do you have a time?
I did have a watch, but
The mark now knows what has happened, but can't quite figure out how. Let's go back and look at how it was all done. First, Alex chooses his mark as someone with an accessible watch. Now Alex snares him with a plea for help.
Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. You wouldn't be able to help me down the rest of the stairs. So I know you're going up, but if you could hold that one there. I'll hold on to the rail. If I could give you the
Crutches help distract the mark, so Alex's busy fingers can get to work. Alex's grip on the mark's wrist seems perfectly natural under the circumstances.
I just, sorry.
A pretend stumble gives a perfect excuse for a two-handed bid to undo the watch strap. If you missed it, here it is again. Alex has done it. The watch strap dangles and the mark hasn't noticed. Now Alex has to perform perhaps the trickiest manoeuvre. He has to remove the watch without the mark noticing.
There's one with an L on it.
There. Alex distracts the mark again using the crutches. In slow motion, he still removes the watch at lightning speed and then drops it into his swag bag.
One with an L on it. There, I think. Oh, right, okay. Sorry. Oh,
With his crime undetected, Alex has plenty of time to get away.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Bye.
This technique can catch anyone out, and Alex certainly demonstrates this.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, you wouldn't be able to help me down the rest of the stairs, would you?
Same old story.
And I can just hold on to your hand, is that all right? Sorry, I just need to... Oh. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah, fine. Oh, kills your back. They've got some...
Almost identical execution.
I think it's left. Oh, excellent. Thank you. There's thank you for your time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Thanks for your time. Thanks a lot.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Somebody has took my watch.
Do you have the time?
No, sorry.
Our victims can only look on helplessly. Too late for them, Alex is revealed as a con man. Props away, and Alex has plenty of time to make a leisurely escape.
Now, we're not saying don't be a good Samaritan. We're saying that watches can be the most expensive item that someone's carrying. So when in transit, try and keep it covered.
Credit card fraud is still a massive problem in the UK and indeed all over the world. Even though we have new technology such as chip and PIN coming in, it's still incredibly easy to clone credit cards. The general rule is if it can be made, it can be copied.
Jess has got a part-time job waitressing in this cafe, but a cup of coffee here is going to cost rather a lot more than you might think, because this waitress is card cloning.
Is everything okay? Yes.
It's time to settle the bill, so Jess brings over the keypad terminal for her customers' card payments.
Thank you. Oh.
That was clumsy, or was it?
Okay, can you put your pin code in? Okay, that's lovely. There's your card back. Thank you.
Let's go back and see what Jess is really up to. To the customers, Jess appears as if butter wouldn't melt. But what was she doing in the ladies earlier? It only takes minutes for her to attach a high-tech skimming device that is used by crooks the world over. This reads the magnetic strip on any credit or debit card and stores the details so that they can be used later to make duplicates or even be sold on to organised crime gangs. Jess drops the card on purpose so she can skim it without arousing any suspicion. Here it is again. From a different angle, the swipe is clearly visible. Jess even sneaks a peek at the PIN as it's entered.
That's lovely, there's a card back. Thank you.
Jess has just walked away with his card details and his PIN. He may as well have written her a blank cheque. So how does this work?
The cards that Jess has swiped are recorded in this dictaphone as sound files from the magnetic stripe on the back of the card. Now, in order to get the data from that, I have to connect this to a computer which reads the sound file. Like that, that comes up as a waveform. If we then run that through a special program, it'll extract the data, which will give me the number, the name, and everything I need to create an exact duplicate of your credit card.
Back at the cafe, these customers are also going to lose their card details. But this time, Jess mounts the card skimming device on her waist.
Okay, it won't be a minute.
There, it's all done very casually.
Actually, I'll bring the terminal up so you're not trying to take your card away. It'll be 2 minutes.
It's a cheeky touch to insist on the customers keeping hold of their card. Who could suspect such an honest waitress? Again, a different angle shows the swipe clearly. Jess repositions the skimmer in her apron. By making out the card needs cleaning before it can be read, she gets away with a sneaky swipe right in front of her victim. Here it is again from a different angle. Jess doesn't even look away as the PIN is entered. These people are lucky. They won't be losing their card details, and they have learnt an important lesson about card skimming fraud.
You don't expect it to be as easy as it is, and it probably happens a lot more than you expect it to as well. And it does actually make you wonder how many times it has happened in the past without you realising.
1 minute, it's swiped, and within 10 minutes, your whole bank's cleared.
Once your credit card information has been stolen, there are several things that can happen. Your card can be cloned and used here in the UK, or the data can be sold on the black market via the internet. So your card can be used on the other side of the world within 24 hours.
Always keep an eye out for your card, and always cover your PIN.
Card cloning by physical copying cards has been around for a long time. It's probably one of the oldest scams. It's probably been around as long as magnetic stripe credit cards have been around. It only takes a second or so to clone a credit card, so you need to be very careful. Don't let your credit card out of your sight. Don't let anyone wander away with your credit card. Always know what you're using your credit card for. Most credit card companies are very good at dealing with stray transactions, and as long as you stay on ball and keep an eye on your statement, you should be able to do something about it.
Yeah, you got it.
Still to come, we ruin someone's day by stealing their pride and joy.
Obviously, I was so stupid. That was a big shock.
The real hustlers are going to show you how to get free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this local pub. The proposition bet suckers you in, as it is a bet on an event or outcome that you believe can only go one way. And it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn. Alex, Jess and Paul have come to this pub with one intention, to con the locals.
This is a way to show you this little trick. And if you get it right, I'll buy you a round of drinks. Okay. If you can't do it, you're going to have to buy me a drink. And my two friends, Jesse and Paul. Right. Yeah, no problem. All right. Well, it's really easy. I'll show you the rules. Look. Just balance these two 10p's on top of the shot glass like that. I bet you I can drink this shot of whiskey from that glass without touching the glass and without letting the two 10p's fall on the table. All right, look, I'm even going to give you this little empty one so you guys can have a go. Okay. Right. If that's a full... Oh, you see? Right. You want to see how it's done?
Go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can drink it without touching the glass. I'm not touching the glass.
That looks skillful. He picks up the glass with the 2 coins, but he still can't let the coins fall on the table.
Yeah? I'm not touching the glass. Okay. These don't fall onto the table. You run out of drinks? Run out of drinks? Yeah. All right, guys. Cheers. Now look, if you try that, you won't pay for another drink in your life. These guys are... Oh, this is it.
In the Old West, travelling conmen would sell snake oil, claiming it would cure anything from athlete's foot to acne. In an industry that makes over £5 billion a year, it's not hard to find a little modern-day snake oil out there.
Not every hustle takes place down a dark alleyway. Many of today's cons happen in broad daylight, in the comfort of what appears to be a reputable shop. Alex, Jess and Paul have rented this shop to show you some of the most common cases of daylight robbery taking place on the high street today. The alternative cosmetics market in the UK is worth millions, and wherever there is money to be made, hustlers will always find a way to exploit it. Today, the team are going to prove that there is still a market for snake oil. Alex, Jess and Paul are hard at work in the back room mixing the cheapest lotions available with our very special secret ingredient, parsley. Then repackage it in expensive-looking apothecary bottles to be sold on as luxury organic skincare. Olea skin soaps are simply cheap ones that have had the name taken off and then have been tied up using some string. And the hair care range is rebottled with a drop of sweet-smelling oil to be sold with a markup of nearly 3,000%. To the average shopper, it looks like a perfectly normal store, but it has actually been rigged with hidden cameras and false mirrors, so we can watch every move that takes place as we expose this common remarketing scam. The Olea skin range all dressed up and ready to go, but will anyone be convinced enough to buy?
The snake oil scam is so clever because it activates our stereotypes. So it stops us from looking beyond the surface. So we see bright coloured bottles, we see flashy coloured bottles, and we assume that they contain good things. This is something that con artists exploit to part us with our hard-earned cash.
Excellent.
Olea Skin is open for business, ready to serve their repackaged fake organic products to any passing punter.
Hello, how are you?
First impressions are important, and she is soon won over by Alex's sales patter.
One of my most popular products has been this moisturiser, because it came
These
in
are all
fresh
moisturising creams.
last night. They're all put together by hand. And this came, have a try. The revitalising moisturiser. It's got an ingredient called Petroselinum crispum, and it's this little herb that grows up in the mountains of Tuscany.
Actually, Petroselinum crispum is simply the Latin name for parsley, but at least it sounds impressive, and every lotion needs a secret ingredient.
It smells good, doesn't it? I think it smells very nice.
This is a fresh batch that we've just got in today.
Jess is speaking the truth. She bought a vat of it first thing this morning from the market.
Although Petroselinum crispum is hard to get, there's an endless supply of it. I mean, we can just keep making this stuff. So altogether, that's £12, please. Great.
So, our first customer of the day has bought a luxury shampoo and conditioner for £12. She thinks she's got a great bargain, but the actual cost of producing it was just 40p. That's a massive markup of 3,000%. And it's not just women who are interested in Olea skin products.
Hand lotion, because my hands seem to get a bit
Oh right, we do a a body lotion which also doubles up into a hand lotion as well. It's got beeswax extract as well, which is great for chapped skin, and it helps with the blood circulations in your hands, so it will rejuvenate your cells and make it a lot smoother. It's also great for wrinkles, but it will be great for wrinkles though as well.
So, with a little flattery and some pretty packaging, this customer has bought a tub of £6 parsley hand cream that actually cost 27p to produce. Throughout the morning, there's a steady run of customers who are more than happy to part with their cash for this economy-class scent at first-class prices.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Great, thanks, bye-bye.
The team can't believe how well it's going. It's another easy sale as she buys an £8 face cream that's actually a jar of cheap grease worth just 30p.
I think we need to refill the moisturiser. Okay, reset, there's more coming.
Paul's job is to replenish the stocks, and he's going to have to work fast as the customers just keep on coming. The women are keen to try, but will they buy? Alex's silver tongue gets to work.
It's all got an active ingredient called Petrocellular crispum, which is this plant that grows up in Italy. This has been chilled, you see. I pack them in different bags.
No. It's the smell as well, but it's the amount.
When they have active ingredients, and the more fresh they are, the more you should try and keep them refrigerated.
The sales start to roll on, and Paul is struggling to keep up with the demand.
I think it's very good value for money, especially because it's like allergy tested, organic. So I think it's very good price, £6.
They said the products were made all on a farm somewhere in England, and I like that idea as well.
I don't usually buy organic products, but I was really tempted in there, so I thought, well, it's good value for money, so I thought, yeah, why not treat myself?
And finally, it's closing time. It's been a successful day's trading with bargain basement products selling at luxury prices, generating the team a huge profit. It's time for Olea Skin to come clean and tell the customers what they have really bought.
I'm really, really irritated, really angry if they're not organic and they've sold them as organic, and I would hope someone would go to jail for fraud.
But I totally believed her because she said it was organic, but it's not.
I mean, I was in there, the shop was all done really nice, the packaging, the smell, they seemed really professional. I would never have guessed, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
Hustlers target this kind of product because there's such a large demand for it. People are more than happy to spend their money on what they think is going to make them look and feel younger.
When it comes to buying health and beauty products, always make sure you know what you're buying. If you're not buying from recognised brands, ask for a list of the ingredients. Look those ingredients up. You really should know what you're putting on your skin.
Valet parking is becoming much more common in the UK, but in the US, it's everywhere. But it's something that can be abused by hustlers. In Hollywood a few years ago, a big event on Hollywood Boulevard took up all the parking on the street. So some hustlers opened up their own valet parking service. Except after the event, people came out to find that the hustlers and their cars were gone. Of course, that would never happen here in the UK. Would it?
This may not be Hollywood, but the stakes are the same. This is the valet steal. Alex is hanging around this patrolled car park. He seems to be on official business as he measures up the surrounding area. But he is actually keeping a covert eye on this man, the car park attendant. Alex isn't going to rob him. He is after his customers and their cars. Alex's waiting game pays off. The attendant walks off on a break. Once he is out of sight, Alex slips past the gates. Alex's fluorescent jacket, security ID and clipboard now make him look like a real parking attendant. But will that be enough to convince a customer? There is no sign of a mark, but at least there is no sign of the real attendant. But every second spent waiting for a mark increases the risk of being caught. It's a mark. This is Alex's chance. Can he persuade the driver to hand over the keys to his pride and joy?
How long are you going to be, mate? Maybe 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours? Yeah, okay, just leave the keys in here. What's your reg number?
Helen is there, Helen.
Do you want it washed and valeted? We're doing a £10 deal. You're all right. You're good.
I'm just going to put it up at the top there. Okay, then. All right? Yeah, I got it for you. Yeah, just leave everything here, it's fine. Okay, cheers, mate.
Oh, excellent. Sat nav.
This customer seems very suspicious of Alex. Even though Alex has got the keys, it's not going all his own way. The Mark really isn't happy.
Yeah, fine, just put him back in.
All Alex wants to do is drive away, and all the car's owner wants is to see his precious car parked up safely. It's no good. The real attendant could be back any minute. Alex has to get rid of the Mark, so he pretends to park up. It works, and the Mark leaves. Alex gives the Mark enough time to get out of sight before taking the car for a spin. The Mark returns to claim his beautiful car and is met by the real attendant and some very bad news.
I just come in, nothing of me out.
You just come in?
Yeah, 5 minutes ago.
You need our ticket?
Sorry?
You need our ticket? That's not our ticket. Our ticket's these.
Oh, who is this?
I have no idea.
Huh?
I don't know.
Who is this? Fuck, I just give this to somebody here.
It's just me.
Man, else.
He's not taking this well.
Huh? You just tell me to give him the keys and...
We don't take people's keys off them.
Oh, you need my car.
No way.
Else, man. Oh,
The Mark's world is crashing about his ears, but it's worse than he thinks.
Right, so basically what we have here, tons of house keys. The guy just left them in the car. You can see a little ring mark on his window screen, and I believe, bingo, sucker, and of course, sat nav. Now, what a lot of people do, to turn this on, is they store their home address. Now you've got to consider what I have here. Okay, we're at Southwark Bridge Road, so navigate to, there's a button here called Home. If I hit that, I've just now got his home address. I'm in his car, I've got his keys, I know he's not in. You do the math.
So what does the Mark make of valet parking, real hustle style?
he just tell me, leave the car here and you can... I said, can I trust you? He said, okay, leave the car here and he'll park it for me. That's why I make me trust him with the green coat and everything, so... Obviously I was so stupid, that was a big shock.
With his car and household safe, it's a happy ending for this driver, but it could have been a nightmare. So, how can you protect yourself against the valet steal?
Remember, if you ever have to leave your keys in your car, make sure your house keys are not left with them. If you have a portable satellite navigation system, take it with you. If it's built in, then make sure your home address is not stored under the button that says home. If a hustler has all three, then it's too easy.
This next scam has been happening all over Europe, and it takes advantage of a common flaw in car security.
The team are heading for a rendezvous at a carefully selected location. They're getting into position around this traffic light controlled crossroads.
My name is Grandma Funk, y'all. Funk if you're nasty, darling. And you got to be nasty.
Paul manoeuvres the van to allow a quick getaway.
You know what I'm saying? Give me volume on everything, because I want you to hear me. I want to hear myself. I want the world.
Jess is posing as a cheeky charity fundraiser. She'll wash your windscreen for a donation. Alex will go one further and clean you out for nothing in a scam known as boot popping.
I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Woo! Close your eyes.
The team know the timing of the lights and that they hold on red long enough for them to do their work. Jess waits on the traffic island for a mark to come to her. Alex watches from the side. Paul keeps the engine running. He's parked the van facing up the road, whilst prospective marks will be travelling down the road. This improves his chances of a clean getaway. This scam relies on being able to completely distract the victim. A cheeky top and cheerful chatter will hide Jess's darker motive of distracting the mark, so Alex can do his work undetected. A car arrives and is trapped by a red stoplight. Jess launches into her act on the captive mark.
Hi, I'm collecting for the local church charity, so I'm just going to clean your windscreen for you because it's a little bit dirty, but don't worry, it won't be too long. So any donations that you have will be much appreciated. Anything from like £1 or £2 or anything.
As Jess crosses to the driver's window, Alex takes his cue to go in. The mark hasn't seen what Alex is up to. He trawls for any valuables. Alex has got lucky. There is a suitcase and a handbag. The driver still hasn't noticed that she's being robbed. The bags are loaded and it's time to go. The lights change and Jess waves a friendly goodbye to the victim that she has helped to rob. The driver hasn't got a clue as to what has just happened back at the lights. This robbery is sadly all too common. We catch up with the driver, and before we give her back her stolen luggage, we get her side of the boot-popping heist.
Oh, I've lost my bag. I had my overnight bag in as well, like my little pulley suitcase. The only person I've seen between now and then was the charity girl cleaning my window. Unless she had an accomplice.
Car crime makes up over 20% of all recorded crime in the UK each year. So how can the motorists protect themselves from this particular type of theft?
Even when you're driving, try to be security conscious. Never leave any valuables on show in your car. And remember that if your doors are unlocked, the likelihood is that your boot is unlocked too. So if you have the options to change the settings in the car, make sure you do so and lock your boot.
With 61 million mobiles connected to the UK network, everyone's always after the latest phones. Now that's a great opportunity for any hustler.
Looks can be deceiving, and there is something odd about this empty shop that is attracting attention.
I'd like to smash the bloody place up, to be quite honest with you.
I've lost 250 quid, just like that.
It seems like there's nothing I can do about it at the moment.
Because 24 hours earlier, it was a mobile phone shop, and it really was a case of phones for us. The team starts dressing their new mobile phone shop. All they need to do to make it look authentic is to give it a silly name, have a couple of mobile phones for display, and a lot of empty boxes. But what's special about this shop is that in 24 hours, it won't exist. The shop is wired for sound and vision so you won't miss a thing, and the customers won't suspect a thing either. This camera is behind a two-way mirror. Alex opens for business. He and Paul are the salesmen, while Jess waits for a cue as the convincer, someone who pretends to be a satisfied customer in front of the potential victims. Alex and Paul run over the plan.
An £800 phone.
Yeah, we'll take a deposit or a full payment. We'll tell them to come back, pick up their phones, but by the time they come back to pick up the phones, we're gone.
Would you hand over a deposit or the full amount at a shop like this for an item you would have to come back and collect? The bait is a huge saving on the normal price, but keep watching to see how the team reel them in with image, play acting, and downright lies. The first customer arrives. Already, two men in suits and a stock shop seem real enough.
How can we help?
Pay-as-you-go phone.
All right, my colleague can have a...
How are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
What's your name?
Mike.
I'm Paul. How are you?
Their sales talk is believable.
But what we're selling are the best phones, the most up-to-the-minute phones
for the best prices.
Now Jess makes her entrance, a happy shopper there to pick up her phone.
For retail.
If the victim had any doubts, then this little act reassures him that the money up front will be honoured by delivery of goods.
It's on the very top shelf there.
All right.
Yeah, sure. This is
quick.
Okay. 50 quid, that would be this one here. That is $59.99.
He has no idea as he pays his deposit that the shop will be gone, and so will his cash by the next morning.
Yeah, will do.
In case I'm not here.
So, before 10 tomorrow, yeah?
After 10.
After 10
After 10 tomorrow.
All right, that's great.
All right,
Lovely.
thank you very much.
For your help.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Cheers, thank you. I'll see you
Bye-bye.
soon. Cheers, bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
So, we just made 50 quid. What did we sell?
We sold them. Well, we actually didn't sell him anything.
I think we sold them a little piece of paper about this place. Sold them a little receipt.
Another victim and another lost deposit.
But if you come with that tomorrow morning, your phone should be here.
Okay.
Yeah? To another shop, I think.
But now see how Paul skillfully persuades a customer to part with the whole amount.
Great.
Hi there, good morning.
If you want to pay the full amount today, I'll give you 10% off.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 50 down, it's 250. So
The bonus 10% discount is enough to clinch the sale. And worse still, the victim pays by credit card. And with professional scammers, this means they will take the opportunity to steal his card details and his PIN.
Just any time tomorrow?
Yeah,
after 10.
if either of us are not here, make sure you've got your receipt. Yeah?
Yep.
Great.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye-bye.
It's time to shut up shop and count the takings.
You've got about 1,300.
With the victims not due to return until the next morning, our team have got plenty of time to clear up and clear off. The fake wall and hidden cameras are removed to leave a barely recognisable empty shop. Our ripped-off customers are left with nowhere to go and no way to get their money back.
Well, what's just happened is I've gone to that shop yesterday to get a phone. One that I've been looking at for a while. I'd actually been saving up to get it. And I've gone back today and they've cleaned out the shop. They're gone, so I've obviously been conned. I've lost 250 quid, just like that.
I want to get my money back. That's the main thing. I really want to get my money back.
There's an old saying, if a hustler wants your money, all he needs to know is what you want. Don't be tempted into giving your money to a company you've never heard of unless you get the product in your hand.
Coming up, a routine security check ends in these people losing their wallet.
Shouldn't have been able to frisk me, really. That's a bit out of line.
The team are in Manchester's fashionable Canal Street, full of modern clubs, cafes and bars. Will any of the clientele be tempted by one of the oldest con tricks going? This is the 3 shell game, in this case played with 3 bottle tops and a P.
Come on, folks, try your luck. Anybody want to play? It's very simple, real money for real luck. All you have to do is find the P. Very simple, always starts there. I'm going to move them around like that.
Paul is the operator, or the shell man, and he's looking for a victim.
Come on in. Come on in. Don't just look. Stand over there. All you got to do is guess where the P is. It always starts there. All right, where is it now? I haven't done anything yet. Like that. Perfect. Just like that. Watch. There's the P. You know where it is. All I'm going to do is move them around like that. I'll do it again. You know it's not there. Where is it? This one. It's not there. It's not there. It's got to be there. Now, sounds like fun, but it is for money. You want to have a try? Yeah. Maybe for some money, £10?
Alex is a collaborator in the scam known as a shill. He is going to pretend to play the game and so entice the victims into betting.
Even money paid. You give me a tenner, I give you 20 back. All right, where is it now? There it is. I'm going to try and confuse you. A little bit of that. Where is it?
Middle one.
Middle one? Look at that.
Sweet.
You got a winner. All right. 10, 10.
Alex wins, and so the victims are conned into believing that they can succeed too. But the reality is that they don't stand a chance.
All right. Move them around like that. What? Bring the money out your pocket. What you got? Come on. Don't listen to her, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Feel the luck, feel the luck. All right, a tenner. Tenner for which one? Middle one. Tenner for the middle
20
one.
on this one. 20 on that one.
I've got to take the bigger bet.
20 on that
I've got to take the bigger bet. Look, it's over there. You should have listened to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Do it again. This one's for you. Watch.
Hey, it's the money on that.
Alex loses, but this is all part of the plan to make the real players think that they are smarter and so are more likely to win.
This one there. Show me your money. What have you got? Make it 20 so he doesn't come over the top of you. Come on, make it 20. 20. Right, you shouldn't listen to me, mate. I already know it's over there. Look, we'll do it again.
Jess is another show, and she is there to squeeze more money from our victims by pretending to cheat for them against Paul.
Okay, one more time. Where is it? It's right there, yeah? All right, I'll do it for you this time.
Jess leans in and whispers her plan. She will mark the bottle top that has the P under it with a smear of lipstick. If the players pick that one, then they can't lose. Of course, we know that they can't win.
All right, it's in the middle one.
I think you're cheating.
Go on then, go on then. Don't drop it now.
Jess leaves a tiny mark on the bottle top with her lipstick.
Can I check it, just in case you... Yeah, all right, I know where it is. Now watch, very, very slowly, okay? You know exactly where it is. Where is it now? Come on, show me the money. Show me the money. What have you got?
20 quid.
20 quid. 20 quid on this one.
No, that one.
That one?
That one.
20 quid on that one. How much are you betting?
20.
On this one?
10.
This one?
That one.
How much? 20?
20.
20. Well, it's not there, mate. It's over there. Like that.
The victims have now lost £40.
It's, was that you?
No.
With barefaced cheek, Paul accuses the players of cheating, which allows him to close the game and keep the money, as well as seeing off his victims before they realise they have been
This is a
conned.
game for money. You can't cheat.
Look.
Okay?
I got
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm done. If you're not going to play fair, I can't play you. I'm sorry. Okay? Come on, folks, try your luck. It's a game. Anybody can play. Very simple.
Paul is up for snaring more players, while his victims have time to reflect on their defeat.
Well, initially, when I first went to have a bet on it, I didn't really think I would spend any money. But when the girl kind of like said, with this lipstick on it, that's going to be it. You kind of like assume, you know, how can it not be any different? So, I guess the because of the girl's presence made me spend a bit more money than I would have done.
I'm going to give you.
Paul, Alex and Jess are conning another pair. But even if these two choose correctly, they can never win. A skilled shellman uses sleight of hand and other tricks to always take your money.
Which one? That one. You should have said over there, mate. Sorry. That's how the game works. Sorry, guys.
The shell game is centuries old, and people are still falling victim to it all over Europe. The problem is, they will never win, as this game relies solely on the hustler's sleight of hand.
This is called the shell and P. There's no P here. There's no P here. The P starts right there, like that. Nothing under here. All you have to do is watch for the P. Here we go. If I wanted to, I could put the P here, or I could put the P here. The P, of course, is right there, and that's why you lose.
The real hustlers are going to show you how to get free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this local pub. The proposition bet suckers you in, as it is a bet on an event or outcome that you believe can only go one way. And it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn.
Yes.
Alex, Jess and Paul have come to this pub with one intention, to con the locals. Jess has spotted a couple of likely looking lads and decides to play a little trick on them.
Are you two twins? You are? Can you sit next to each other?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's real funny. Can you look at each other? That's like looking in a mirror.
Twins should have no trouble copying one another, but can they copy everything that Jess does?
Badly. I bet that you can't copy, you know, like a mirror image?
Yeah.
Everything that I do.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, well this is quite good because we've got the same glasses. Take your glasses. I'll put a pan down as well, so it's just the glasses. You've got to put that. And all you need to do is copy everything that I do. If you can't do it, you buy me a drink and my ticket. If you can do it, I'll buy you both a drink. Yeah? That sound fair? Okay. So, hands in the cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You swallowed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I told you you couldn't copy me.
It's true.
I'll have a glass of wine, and I think they'll have a couple of pints. Okay? Thank you.
That was a good trip.
Pickpockets are always looking for new ways to get close to their victims. And there's nothing that achieves that better than a good, old-fashioned uniform. This is going to work a treat, isn't it? Ready to go.
Alex and Paul are off to practice their security guard pat-down routine. Our hustlers have gone to this aircraft museum in Manchester. It's a good location because it's large, has many secluded spots, and we would naturally expect security at places like this. Jess will be helping the boys out later, but first, Alex and Paul find a part of the museum that isn't being watched by the real security guards. Whilst no one is watching, they put on their fake uniforms, with a little bit of help.
Excuse me, madam. Can I just take my hat?
Just take.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Move along.
Right. Let's get into character.
Now fully kitted out as security guards, all they have to do is wait, and it's not long before their first victim arrives.
Excuse me. Could I ask you to come over here for just a second, please? Routine security check. May I look inside your bag?
Because he is wearing a security guard's uniform, she allows Paul to delve into her bag.
Do you have anything sharp in here at all? Anything I should be aware of?
Anything in your back pockets here at all?
No.
No? Nothing in your back pockets?
No.
While Alex distracts the mark, Paul takes her purse out of the bag.
Just see if there's anything here. Okay.
I'll use it.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for your help.
Bye-bye.
An easy steal. Now Jess comes into play.
Excuse me. Can we just check inside your bag for a second, please?
It feels completely normal that they would check Jess's bag as well. Paul simply slips in the stolen wallet, and Jess walks away with the evidence. It's not long before another mark walks into the trap.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you to come over here for just a second? It's a routine security check. Do you mind putting your arms up for me, please? Check here. Do you have anything sharp in here? No. At all? No? Right here. No?
There goes the wallet.
Up your arms there. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Have a lovely day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
He even thanked Paul for making him feel secure, not realising that he has just lost his wallet.
And check inside your bag.
Again, Jess comes back to take away the evidence. As the next mark approaches, it's time for Alex to practice his distraction techniques and empty this guy's pockets.
Like this for me. Thank you. Have you got anything in your pockets? Nothing in here?
Just my phone and my wallet.
Open your phone.
Wallet number 3. Alex distracts the mark's attention while he passes his phone straight over his shoulder.
Thank you for your help. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Staying too long could arouse suspicion. It's time the hustlers made a clean getaway, and we came clean with their victims.
Move along, please. Move along.
My purse is in my bag. I think the guy that was checking my bag might have taken my purse out of my bag. I wouldn't have realised they weren't security guards.
Right. That was probably too trusting. You know, guy stands up with a security guard hat on and a security tab and asked me to lift my arms up. He was going to search me. Looks officious enough. I was like, trusting, too trusting. More fool me.
I felt a bit stupid really because he didn't have like any real identification apart from the uniform, so I just felt a bit stupid. I'd just been sucked in by someone walking up just in a uniform. Shouldn't have been able to frisk me really. That's a bit out of line.
This con works because of social compliance. We are all preconditioned to react in certain ways, especially when confronted with figures of authority. And people generally will do what they're told. Now, all a con man does is abuse that situation.
Hustlers are experts at getting a free ride. When they're on the road, they'll try and pay for absolutely nothing. There are more than 26,000 restaurants in the UK employing over 500,000 people. And there's nothing a hustler likes more than a free lunch.
Alex and Paul have targeted this restaurant. Alex intends to gorge himself at the owner's expense, and with our hidden cameras in place, we can see exactly how the bill switch works.
Can I get you a drink while you're looking at the menu?
Yes, I think I'll have a bottle of the Chardonnay, please.
A whole bottle of Chardonnay. Not cheap, but then Alex isn't worried. After all, he won't be paying.
Can I get the Greek meze?
Certainly.
And I think I'll have the ribeye.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium, please.
Thank you very much.
So far, Alex has racked up a bill of £45, but he won't let that spoil his appetite. Meanwhile, Paul must wait patiently nearby for this signal to say that Alex is ready for him to play his part in the con. With only the remains of his main course and dessert to go, a text signals Paul that it's time for him to go in.
Sure, just for coffee. Follow me.
Alex has got room for a dessert, but what about Paul? He's settled for a cup of tea. For this con to work, both Paul and Alex must get their timing exactly right. First, Paul must get his bill. And now it's Alex's turn.
Yes, of course. There you go. Thank you.
Alex's bill is £63, and this is how he gets out of paying. Alex isn't going to do a runner. He's on his way to the toilets with the bill tucked in his pocket.
Lovely.
On the way back, there is a simple substitution. Alex makes it look easy. Alex's bill is now 65p for 1 cup of tea, and he must make sure he pays a waitress who hasn't served him.
Thanks very much. Cheers, bye-bye.
The waitress suspects nothing. Now Paul must brazen it out.
Excuse me. I had a cup of tea for £63.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Looks nice. But...
Again, the waitress assumes that the customer is right. In Paul's case, he is. But a con like this could cost the waiter or waitress their job.
Thank you.
As the team head off, it's Paul's turn for a slap-up meal. On the house, of course.
Oh, I'm stuffed, mate. Starving. Where do you want to go?
Where's the most expensive place in town?
Ivy, please, mate. The actual switching of the bills is only a very small part of the scam. What's more important is the pressure that you put on the waiting staff. making them feel it's their fault and getting the decision-making back to them. I mean, most of the time they'll even apologise to you.
If you work in a restaurant, try to be really wary of taking payment from tables that you actually haven't been serving. And remember, the customer isn't always right.
This scam has been pulled on car dealerships around the world, but it could happen to anyone selling their own car.
I'm confused, I'm baffled.
To find out why this man is so upset, we have to go back in time. Alex is surfing the net for an expensive car. When he finds one he fancies, he makes a quick phone call to Jess, because for this con, it takes two to carjack. Buying or selling your car is likely to be the second biggest exchange in money you will ever have next to selling your house. We'll show you how not to lose it all in a con that's beginning to surface in the UK. Alex and Jess have arranged to come round to the owner's house to see the car, and more importantly, to take it for a test drive.
Ian, Mandy.
Ian's Mandy. Mandy not very well.
Oh, hiya. Hear about the car?
Oh, the person was going to look at the car should be coming in a minute.
Oh, he's not here?
Should be right there.
Oh, okay. This is Mandy.
The owner of the car is unavailable to do the viewing, but has sent his grandson out to talk to Alex and Jess.
Is this your car? It's not like I didn't speak to you on the phone.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was my granddad.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, great. Looks nice inside, actually. Is there... Just wanted to see as well if there's...
As they look the car over, Alex makes sure the rear door has got the child lock on.
Very good. The child locks. Look at the boot.
As Alex fiddles for the boot release, he plants his special spy camera in the car so we can see how this scam progresses later on.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that's enough space for...
Jess makes out she isn't feeling well. This is a key element to the whole scam.
How it folds up and so on.
Yeah. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah.
Sorry, she's had food poisoning all night. And
Sorry, if I'm sick on you, I'm very sorry.
She's trying not to be sick on you. But are you okay?
Yeah. I can't go in for very long.
Okay. Do you mind if we take it for a quick... do you want to pop in the front?
Yeah.
And you're right at the back?
I'm going to get in the back.
Alex makes sure that Jess gets in the car seat where the child lock is turned on. And this gives Jess the opportunity to plant our second in-car camera.
Let's just take a quick spin around. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. We've got a little kid. He's only about 10 months. Little Paul.
Alex wastes no time in making small talk to put the mark in the comfort zone.
Oh, that's good that the locks go down. And that's blocked. Yeah, make sure that it doesn't fall apart.
Whilst he is doing this, he is keeping an eye out for a suitable place to pull over. When he finds one, he'll cough to give Jess the signal to begin the con.
Sure.
There's the signal.
Oh, okay. Don't panic. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Okay, can you open the door for it? Sorry.
Jess can't get out of the car. The child lock is on.
Right, calm down.
This puts the mark in an impossible situation, and the pleas for help force the victim out of the car.
Can you open the door for it?
One push of the central locking button, and it's all over. They've got away with a 20 grand car for less than 10 minutes work. It all started as a favour to his grandfather, taking a test drive in an expensive car. And within 400 yards of his home, he'd lost it.
The way they did it was just so simple, yet it actually gets you out of the car.
So, what advice is there for doing that test drive?
Ask more questions before we get in the car and so on like that. you know, because they just came from nowhere. I didn't know I think he told me his name. Basically, I didn't ask that many questions, and I would have brought someone else with me.
If you're taking people for a test drive in your car, but for some reason you have to stop, then make sure you take the keys out of the ignition before leaving the vehicle.
We're about to uncover a craze that's got many a tourist reaching for their wallets. They're cheap and easy to produce, but the final product is really quite magical. You'll find them on a street corner near you. These are dancing dolls.
If you've ever seen dolls like this on the street, you probably wondered how they worked. If you've ever bought them, you know exactly how they work.
Alex sets up first. It doesn't take long before the dolls are strutting their stuff and attracting passers-by.
Yeah, you want one? I'll do 2 for a £5. 2 for £5. Yeah.
Alex is ready with some high-tech patter.
Yeah, pop them in the fridge, leave them in the freezer overnight. That activates the stuff that's in the paper, and then stick them in front of your any sort of stereo in front of the speaker. Hit some music, yeah. It just goes along with the bass.
If you think that's how they work, then keep watching, and we'll show you the real secret behind the dancing dolls. This shopper is convinced enough by Alex's sales pitch.
Yeah? All right, mate. Look, there you go.
Jess has a different take on the physics of the dolls.
They've got wire cords in the legs, and they react to the vibrations that are being sent out by the stereo, and you just sit them down and you watch them dance. So the greater the bass, the more that they'll dance.
But they're really quite good, because the more bass you put in here, the more that they'll move about. So it's quite funny, and it's like a new design. So
hopefully they look good at the back of my car.
Alex can't even stick to the same story, and any science fiction he tries seems to work.
Dancing dolls, all you do is you take a doll and you put it on top of your radiator overnight, and it just heats up a little bit, activates, it's got little magnet filaments inside the paper. You put it in front of any speaker, starts jumping up and down the music.
If I put it on top of a radiator, the heat will make it dance and move.
This is what they never tell you. There's a piece of wire so thin that it just can't be seen, going from the CD player to a bag or a box, and inside that is an electric motor which makes the wire go up and down. The doll is sitting on top of the wire, and this is what makes it dance. It certainly isn't magic, and it doesn't do anything if you put these things in the fridge.
Well, it makes them cold.
Well, it'll make you cold, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, thanks to our invisible string, the dolls dance away, and Alex and Jess notch up their sales.
So you can put them in your car, or next to your TV, or on top of your TV, and you can start watching them dance.
It dances to some electromagnet thing. Does it do that? It don't do it.
It slowly dawns on people that what they have just bought is a load of old rubbish, just like our hustler's sales patter.
Right, stick them on top of your microwave, and every time you turn it on, they stand up and they start dancing.
It's not going to work, because it's 2 bits of string and some coins. I don't know why I bought it.
Remember, put them in the freezer overnight, and then bring them out.
I'm just looking at it again a bit more closely. It looks like a bit of paper with 2 P's stuck to the bottom.
Do you want two of them? Do you want a man and a woman?
Yeah.
That's £5?
I think it's probably worth about 4p.
Time to leave. 500 quid up and keen to be far away before anyone returns asking for a refund.
Now that you know how they really dance, don't buy them. They don't work.
Carnivals and travelling fairs have been around for hundreds of years, but some fairgrounds are fairer than others. We're at a pier in Blackpool, where the British public love to spend their holidays and their money.
And that's why Paul is here with his game that's impossible to win, called bottle bowling.
Roll the ball, knock him over. It's got to be worth a try. 2 bottles, 1 ball. Come here, sir.
What's this one then?
Really simple. All you have to do is knock over both bottles with 1 ball. You got to roll it.
Yeah.
You mustn't throw it, and you can't hit the sides. Fair enough?
Right. How much
Your hand
is
goes
it?
over the line, it's a bust.
How much?
£1.
£1 to go?
Yep. So that was a good one. You want to try again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. What do you want? That big bulldog there?
Oh, you touched the sides as well. Come on, one more.
One more.
Get the money out of your pockets. Let's try it.
What's the trick? It's hard, isn't it?
No good. You want to try again?
That's it, cleaning me out.
Right. Ready?
I could have bought a teddy for this price.
You could have bought 2.
Need them both.
Almost.
Oh well, cheers, mate.
£4 later, and this player is a loser. So how can Paul be sure of winning all the time? It's all down to how Paul places the bottles. If they are perfectly side by side and touching, they can be easily knocked down. But Paul slightly splits them apart and offsets the bottles, making it almost impossible to knock them over.
Come and get your bottle bowling, knock them over, 1 ball, knock over both balls. Really easy to do. Yeah. Come on, guys. All you have to do is roll the ball. You mustn't go over the line with your hand.
Not only are the rules of the game prohibitive, but Paul makes sure the bottles are offset, safe in the knowledge he'll never lose.
1 more.
There he goes again.
Oh, you see your hand went over the line there. That would have been a bust.
The way Paul plays this game, these guys have no chance of winning.
Okay. See, your hand went over the line there. That's another bust. Sorry, guys. Come back again.
So everyone's a loser, except Paul, of course.
Got to be worth a try.
You wouldn't get on a ride if you thought it was unsafe, and if you think a game's unfair, just don't play it. In most cases, by the time you've won a prize, you've already paid for it 3 times over, unless you get lucky.
Coming up later, we get people falling over themselves to part with their cash for cheap rubbish you couldn't even give away.
This is a variation on an old con, but we use modern technology to gain an unbeatable edge.
There is a reason why gambling is regulated in this country. If a total stranger walks up to you and asks you to bet on anything, be aware you might be being set up.
The hustlers have come to this pub to do a modern recreation of a con from the film The Sting. Alex and Paul are watching darts on a giant TV. Jess is serving behind the bar, so you know this isn't a night off. So, what's the scam? Paul asks some lads if they fancy betting on the next darts match.
You guys interested in a little bit of action? We'll give it a go.
But since our boys are hustlers, you know they are not going to play fair. Jess has inside information on the darts game, which means that for Alex and Paul, any bets they're going to make will be a sure thing. Paul explains that the match is England versus Scotland, and you have to bet on who will win each leg. The winning bet gets to choose first in the next leg, and whoever wins the majority of legs gets to take home all the money.
Fair enough? That's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Right.
Like perfect gentlemen, Paul and Alex let the marks go first. This brings an element of chance. The marks may guess correctly, but there are only so many times they can win.
So, you guys choose. Who do you want to win first round? Scotland or England?
I don't think Scotland.
Money is placed on the table up front, and during the game, matchsticks are used like casino chips and are worth £1 each. Jess turns up the volume and away they go.
That's the job I want. 100?
Oh, my money back.
Oh! What's that? All right, that's yours. That's yours.
The marks win the leg, so they get first pick for the next bet.
I'm going for England.
Go for England?
Yeah.
All right. That's yours?
That was it. Yes.
You're creaming it. All right.
Great batch. Great batch. Great batch.
Oh! What is that?
After 5 legs, the marks are unbeaten and £9 up. Unbelievably, our real hustlers are on a losing streak.
Yes! We win one! Right. That's us.
Finally, the hustlers have control of the game. It's payback time.
I'm going to go for England.
England? All right, we're going for England.
Choke, choke, choke. Oh.
Hey!
Alex and Paul win again.
Double that 16.
And again.
That's us.
There seems to be no stopping them. Their lucky streak continues over the next 5 legs.
Oh!
Come on.
What comeback that is? We was up.
See how they sit like this dude. Oh. That's yours.
It's all over. Alex and Paul win the final leg. They beat the marks 9-5.
480. English cut.
It's a whitewash. They have taken almost £100 off their victims. But how come they got so lucky? Let's go back and see how they did it. This scam relies on technology. Jess is playing live darts through a TV behind the bar and a satellite receiver for the big screen. The satellite receiver contains a hard drive which continuously records the program, so live TV can be paused and resumed at any time. Just before the bar is open to the public, Jess pauses the big screen darts coverage long enough for her to be 1 match ahead on her small TV behind the bar. Jess restarts the TV just before the doors open. By the time the lads agree to bet, the match in reality is over and Jess knows all the results as she has been watching the TV behind the bar. All she has to do is tell the boys. The winner of each leg is shown by the placement of the tea towel. Alex gets the message. Left pump means England, right pump is Scotland.
England? All right, we're going for England.
Choke, choke, choke.
Oh. Hey!
So, luck had nothing to do with our hustlers' victory. But before we let the marks have their money back, let's see what they make of their losing streak.
It was silly, really, because darts is something we didn't really know enough about, but being out, you might as well just have a laugh.
You didn't have to know about darts. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
They had some sort of insight that we just didn't have.
We're in the middle of a gambling boom, and people are prepared to bet on anything. Remember, if there is money to be made, there is probably a hustler around trying to cash in.
Mock auctions have been around ever since the high street. You usually find them cropping up around busy times of year or when shops go through a refurbishment period. What they're designed to do is to get you to buy things that you never wanted in the first place.
We actually went to a couple of mock auctions this year, and the techniques they use, the script, is exactly what you see us use in the store that we built. In fact, we bought that camera at one of the auctions.
Oh yes, the camera.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? But in actual fact, it's rubbish.
That's £50 worth of rubbish, by the way.
I wouldn't give you £1 for it.
Yeah. It looked really good from a distance, honestly.
We're in the centre of Manchester on a busy Saturday afternoon. Jess is handing out flyers to shoppers, hoping the offers of cheap game consoles, MP3 players and mobile phones will entice them into our shop. Because we're holding a mock auction. Alex and Paul are busy briefing the staff they have hired for £20. Some of these people will become bogus shoppers called shills.
Shills, your job is very simple. All you have to do is put your hand up for absolutely everything.
And the others will be helping packing, moving the goods and collecting the all-important money. Half an hour later, a sizable crowd has already built up in the shop. Phase 1, the hook. Paul is the pricer. He is going to tell the crowd how much all of these electronic goods are worth and whip up their expectations.
You buy that here today, £15. The Blackberries, we just got them in, we're selling those for £30. Nokia 88.
While these appear to be amazing deals, the real shoppers will never get their hands on any of these goods, as they are going to be sold to the shills who are dotted around the room.
We're going to set up a whole shop here, but in the meantime, take care.
After 20 minutes of hype, Paul now briefs the crowd on how the auctioneer and Mr. Steele likes to work.
All right. Mr. Steele will ask you to put your hand in the air if you want something. He'll pick you out.
Whoever he picks out pays over the money, we give you the goods, we move on to the next sale. You all understand how it works? Yeah. All right, I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Steele. He's going to take care of the rest of the auction.
Phase 2, the fake sell. The auction begins, but first Alex starts to give away packets of batteries. Already the audience can see they're getting something for nothing.
I got these. They're normally about £5–6 each. Here, I don't want them, you take them. Here you go. You put these in your pocket. Here, look, I've got bags of these. Here, you gentlemen over there, mind your head. We supply various stores like Dixon's, we supply Curry's, we supply Argos, all right? Unfortunately, some of the people who work there are a little bit careless with the boxes, and what happens, they get thrown about a bit, all right? But it's just the boxes that are tatty. Everything inside is brand new. It's not second-hand, and it comes with a guarantee. Understood? Yeah. All right, big bargains coming out. Right, let's put a start to the lots. Okay, here we go. We've got a camera. We've got a PC camera. You can see it's brand new inside. We're going to ask for £20 just for this. We've got the iPod, okay? I'm going to give it to you for 40, all right? What else?
Alex starts putting together a lot for sale. He's got an MP3 player, a mobile phone, a PC camera, and a CD radio cassette player. All this is worth over £400 on the high street.
You've got to put your hands up so I know you want the goods, understood? Yeah. Right, okay. I'm not asking 200, I'm not asking 100, I'm not asking 50, I'm not even asking 40. Who's going to give me less than £20, a tenner for the whole lot? Hands up in the air.
£10. Seems too good to be true. Surely they must have fallen off the back of a lorry. At these prices, everybody wants a piece of the action. But guess what?
Lady here, how are you going to pay? Cash or card? Cash. How would you pay? Cash. Okay, if you don't, he will. Is that right? Yeah. All right, sold to the lady for £10. Put all this in the bag.
He's just sold all of those goods to one of the shills, a bogus shopper.
Hands up in the air, who thinks that was a good deal? Next lot, here we go.
I've got change.
We've got a PSP.
So off he goes again. Another huge pile of ridiculously priced electronic goods. And you've guessed it, he sells it to another shill.
Yeah? All right, sold to that gentleman for £30, yeah? £30? You happy with that price? All right, I tell you what.
By now, the genuine shoppers are getting frustrated at not picking up a bargain, and they feel pressurised into putting their hands up for absolutely anything.
I don't want anybody coming up to me later and going, well, you picked, but you didn't pick me, you didn't pick me. If you're interested in the goods, you've got to put your hand up so I can see you, yeah? Understood? Yeah. All right.
Phase 3, the sting.
We've got here, can you read the price? £26, okay? I've got
This is where Alex now sells cheap goods to the real shoppers.
£5. So I don't want £26, I just want £5 for this. And this will be your ticket.
Claiming this is originally an expensive aftershave, he sells it for what seems to be a greatly reduced price. But £5 for this aftershave is still 5 times what it's really worth.
Get your money out already. Right, get your hands up.
Get your money out, yeah.
This is good.
Now everyone has managed to buy something, they feel they are on a roll. And Alex now offers up for sale some watches.
This is what I got for you right here. Can you read what it says here, sir? 250 recommended retail price, but what does it say? Dollars, yeah? That in pounds today.
Claiming that they are worth $250 is way over the real value of just £2.50.
50, but all those people who gave me £5, put your hands up in the air. All those people now, you can have this watch for £20 cash. Put your hands up, who wants it?
Selling them for £20 makes Alex a huge profit.
£20. Okay, anybody else?
Of course, everyone buys into the big lie.
Who's got that plug? Yeah? The bottle to give me £10 for something that's on my mind, okay? It might be empty, it might be full. I don't know, who's got a plug?
Having now bought some good deals, the real shoppers are desperate to get their hands on more.
You, sir, have you got a tenner on you? Yeah. Hand it up here. Hand it up here. I'm going to put this right over here, yeah? Okay, I've got this camera up here.
This camera doesn't even work, but Alex is about to force this piece of junk on an unsuspecting member of the public.
They usually go for about £350, yeah? Who will offer me not £350, not £200, not £100, £50, ladies and gentlemen, cash. for this camera. Gentleman over there, you gave you a £10 note over here, all right? If I put this towards this one, yeah, and I offer this camera to you for £20, so an extra tenner from you, would that be a good deal?
Yeah, I'll take it, yeah.
Okay, you'll take it? Get your money out. I'm going to sell it to this gentleman here because he's been looking at that camera ever since he got in there. Give you a £5 note.
Alex has now sold off all the tatty goods and made a tidy profit. So what did the real shoppers make of our auction?
It looked like there was a lot of bargains going on. Obviously the auctioneer was knocking stuff out really quickly to try and get people off guard, but they were going that cheap and that you just buy it anyway, so even if you don't really need it, you probably move it on to somebody else. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with it. A big camera, which I'm not too sure about, but there is now. I don't know. But I'm sure I can move that on if I don't use it myself.
We wanted to know what he thought of the camera.
Bit on the light side, to be honest with you. Bit Mickey Mouse-ish. Definitely been out with that, yeah. Looking at it properly now, yeah, with the old flimsy winder on the bottom and everything. Probably won't even take a photograph looking at it.
Having been told what the mock auction was all about, how do they feel now?
We've been ripped off, basically. We've been told they had, yeah. But,
we didn't spend a lot of money, but other people can spend a lot more money, so they're going to feel a lot worse than we are.
Trading standards normally get complaints after the auction has finished, a few days later when people realise that they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. The problem is that the mock auctions themselves can't be stopped, they're not illegal. When we go along to mock auctions and try and warn people that they're going to get conned and they're going to end up paying a lot of money for something they probably don't want or isn't worth what they think it really should be, they don't want to know.
Everyone loves a bargain, and the mock auction uses this to trap people into buying things that they don't really want.
Basically, you have to remember, you're not going to get well-known branded goods for next to nothing. It's just not going to happen. This is yet another example that when something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Alex and Paul in their latest venture, a computer shop offering amazing deals that are impossible to turn down. But there has to be a catch. This is the hardware hustle.
Do you like a computer upgrade? No?
They put up flyers offering laptop owners the fantastic offer of a free memory upgrade worth £60. It's an offer too good to be true. But what is the scam? Keep watching to find out. Our cameras are in place so you won't miss a thing. We've even got one tucked behind a two-way mirror. It's not long before they have their first customer.
Hi there, how are you doing?
Jess waits outside. She's the convincer. A satisfied customer who will subliminally convince the mark that the shop and staff are legitimate.
All the applications will open faster, operate a lot faster, so you can run a lot more things.
Yeah. If you want to go for 2 gig, we can give you a really good price on that as well.
Jess goes in to do her bit.
Let's give you the 512 upgrade for free, and we'll check in another gig for you. But we'll charge you half price, so for 60, you'll get a gig and a half, which will bring your computer up to 2 gigabytes RAM, which is huge.
Our victim doesn't need Jess's convincer. The boy's sales patter has got him to agree to pay £60 for some extra memory in addition to his free upgrade.
5 o'clock?
He is happy to leave his laptop to be fitted out, ready for collection at 5 o'clock.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers, good to meet you, Mike, and give us a call, yeah?
Yeah, perfect. Okay,
cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mike. Bye.
And here comes the scam.
I think this is quite a nice one. Yeah. Just put it up. Put this one on display.
Our real hustlers have no intention of giving back any of the laptops that are left with them today.
Very nice. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, about 1,200.
Not bad for a day's work.
Yeah.
Instead, they are going to do a runner and their customers are going to have a nasty surprise in store when they return.
Smashing.
Another victim is drawn into the trap.
Hi there. Afternoon. Hiya.
I'm just coming to find out about the free upgrade.
Ah, yes. Okay.
You get a 512 megabyte upgrade for free. But if you're interested, we can give you a...
As Jess play acts with Alex, Paul persuades her to buy extra memory in addition to her free upgrade. She agrees, and that's another double whammy. She's lost her cash and her laptop.
I'll do
Yeah, you want to pay credit card? We take those.
Jessica.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Okay, Jessica.
See you later.
I can have these for you, Jessica.
That's about $2,000.
Sweet. Okay, can we display it as well? Put that one up there.
Put that one up here? We'll sell it for $1,200 that way. It's a bargain for them and it's an absolute bargain for us.
Trade is steady throughout the day. This customer joins the growing list of victims.
All right, great.
Cheers.
Take care.
Do you need the phone? Yeah, we need the same phone.
All right.
It's time to go. The team clear out the shop and count their ill-gotten gains.
Right, how do we do?
That is about $8,000.
Right, let's clear everything out.
The real hustlers pack up the shop and clear out, leaving no trace. Half an hour later, the victims return one by one to pick up their laptops, only to discover an empty shop. It soon dawns on them they've been had. Lucky for them, although they don't know it yet, that they are going to get their laptops back. But what is their initial reaction to the scam?
They seem really nice. I knew what they were talking about. I went along, totally believed them.
They've taken my laptop and they've got $1,000's worth of goods, and it was obviously a bit of a scam.
I guess if an offer's too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. I'd go somewhere with a reputation next time.
They've gone with it now. They're out of here. And yeah, now I'm without a computer and made to look a little bit stupid in the process.
If you're handing something of value over to somebody else, make sure you get given a receipt with full contact details, and always have expensive items such as laptops insured.
Alex is on his way to this cafe bar. It's the lunchtime rush and Alex takes his time to find his targets. We've got it covered, so you'll see what these customers miss. Alex is almost spoilt for choice because this scam is the jacket pickpocket. First, Alex is going to have a pot for the centre pocket. Then he intends to go for the top pocket, and finally his third choice is the bottom pocket. All of them are going to be played for from this table. First, he positions himself. Now he checks his target. He makes sure he doesn't arouse any suspicion by reading his newspaper. Alex retrieves his newspaper. That's certainly all anyone in the cafe sees. Let's look at it again. Alex deliberately drops the newspaper, but what's he up to? If you can't tell, then have a look from this angle. Under cover of the newspaper, Alex lifts the contents of the inside jacket pocket. The spy camera shows his catch: a passport, mobile phone, and wallet. Alex coolly hides his hoard before calmly leaving the table, his crime undetected. He now needs to get into position for his second pocket. A trip to the bathroom is a good enough excuse. Alex returns and, with nerves of steel, sits just a metre away from his first victim. Alex uses his mobile phone as an excuse to go for the second pocket. Let's look at that again. What's Alex got? In a closer view, we see Alex has only managed to grab a glasses case. The spy cam shows it was a good lift, but it's a poor haul. He won't be happy with that, so he's off to get a beer from the bar, a handy excuse for repositioning himself for pocket number 3.
What kind of beer do you have in that bottle?
Alex is back at the table and is lining up his next pocket. Incredibly, his 2 previous victims are still unaware of being robbed. Alex's next target is too engrossed in his conversation to notice what is going on behind his back. And he's off. Straight away, he's grabbed a mobile phone. The spy camera shows his nimble fingers at work. But Alex has also caught some mints. With almost breathtaking cheek, he puts them back and still goes unnoticed. He manages to pick the victim's travel card. So with the prospect of not having to walk home, Alex prepares to leave. And his cool nerve even permits him a final swig of beer before heading off. So, Alex's tally for one lunchtime's pickpocketing adds up to potentially more than £2,000 in stolen cards, cash and goods. We won't mention the glasses case. Coming up later, we reveal the true power of advertising as this infomercial convinces shoppers to buy cheap, useless goods.
More and more people are installing wireless networks in their homes. This is very practical. It means you can use your computer anywhere inside the house without the hassle of cables running everywhere. But the fact that it's wireless means that it's vulnerable. If it's hacked, people can use your address to download illegal content. They can use your address to send spam and release viruses in the internet. And people can even look at everything that you're sending over the internet.
22% of the British population have broadband internet and 30% of those have wireless access. So booking a holiday or doing your shopping online may seem safe and practical, but it can be very unsafe.
Alex, Paul and Jess are going to try and find out how easy it is to hack into a secured wireless network. They've bought some readily available software off the internet and installed it on a laptop inside their van. All they have to do now is cruise around a residential area until they pick up a good enough signal to begin the wireless hijack.
How is it? This is a good one. Stop here. Yeah, I got 3. Right. 4.
Radio signals from wireless networks may not be very strong, but depending on where the base station is located in the house, it's sometimes possible to pick up several different networks in one spot out on the street.
It's very much like watching a TV program. You basically tune into the appropriate channel, and as long as you're tuned into it, you can see what's happening. The technology is designed to be read by anything. Unless you put additional protection onto it, it's supposed to be as simple as possible to make it fast and lightweight and compatible.
There's 3 in the area, but this one's got a lot going on right now. They're actually making a bet on putting a bet on that.
On this street, the hustlers have managed to pick up signals from 4 different houses. Most homeowners don't even bother to protect themselves with a password, which is the equivalent of leaving your back door open to a hacker. This house, however, has protected itself by using a simple web security setting. But with the right software, this is still easily crackable. All it takes is a couple of minutes to decode their password settings and the hustlers are in.
We've got access to his entire server, so if we want, we could download information or transmit information on his bandwidth.
Alex, Paul and Jess are now able to see everything this homeowner is doing on their computer. And for the next hour, they watch the victim as he sends emails, browses the web and purchases goods, all from the comfort of their van.
Not only that, he's booked a hotel. Look, we actually know that he's going away on holiday, and I managed to grab outbound flight, his accommodation, and the inbound flight.
So we know when we're going to be having an empty house as well.
So we know when we have an empty house. So it's everything that we need. Let's hit it. Print some stuff off. Great, we're done.
Posing as officials from Ofcom, And armed with a hidden camera and printouts of the websites the markers visited, Paul and Jess are about to confront the owner of this so-called safe wireless network.
Hi there, are you Mr. Smith?
What was that, yeah?
Andrew Smith?
Yeah.
My name's Rob Marks, I'm from Ofcom.
Who?
Ofcom, we're the Office of Communication. Right. This is Katie Summers. We have some concerns about your internet usage. Do you have a wireless router here?
I do.
Is this something you've been looking at in the last half hour? Maybe bought grumpy old men? How about, you actually got it from Amazon, I think.
Yeah.
And did you also buy Mozart's piano concertos?
Indeed.
Oh, eBay. Is this your eBay account?
It is, but I've not used that at all recently.
Yeah, but we still have access to that. And we also noticed that you booked a holiday. Are these the dates that you'll be away, Mr. Mon?
You're standing on my doorstep of my house telling me that you know that I've booked a holiday.
And I know when you're going to be away. Exactly. I know exactly when your house is going to be empty.
Exactly.
What you should really be wondering is how dangerous this could be. Because somebody could park themselves outside of your house,
yeah.
They could get access to your internet server, and from your IP addresses, they could launch an attack on the internet, send a virus out, which if it were to damage the financial institutions of this country, the police would track it back to you.
How have you got this information then?
What we've done is be able to get access to your network and see everything.
Paul explains how he got access to what Mr. Smith thought was a secure wireless network. He used software readily available on the internet, and he bought a wireless network adapter for a laptop. Within minutes, he was able to see what Mr. Smith was up to and gain valuable information. So, how does Mr. Smith feel now?
With the money I've spent on some of the software, gutted to be honest, is that I'll have to say. You know, partially stitched up and completely and utterly gutted. It's simple as that. When I was told about going on, that I'm going on holiday, I was just in disbelief. You know, the thought then that my house could be open to anyone coming in here for 7 days, knowing that I'm not going to be here from whatever date to the day I come back, but for 7 days, somebody can walk in here, untroubled, round the back of the house, and, well, what can I say? That really would have been something to come back to, wouldn't it? And I think everybody now, from what you've done to me, I'm trying to be nice here, but should be very, very concerned.
Always be careful about what you send across your wireless network, and if possible, have one computer that's hardwired to the net. And when you name your network, make sure it doesn't identify exactly who you are. And finally, always use the highest level of security available to you, which in most cases will be WPA.
Wi-Fi is probably the hustler's dream. I'd say the two most solid pieces of advice are, if you're going to have a wireless network, make sure that there's security on it. Enable WPA, which is a good system of security that you can have on wireless, and enable MAC address filtering. What MAC address filtering does is says only specific machines are allowed to come in, nothing else can come through.
One of the most famous figures in the hustling world is a man called the Flipper, so called because he won and lost millions of dollars on the toss of a coin. The reason he won so much money was because he was in complete control of every coin toss using sleight of hand.
Paul is waiting for Alex in this bar, and he feels like a drink. Quite a few drinks, actually. And of course, being a hustler, he's not planning on buying any of them. He persuades these regulars to join him in a game. 3 people have to toss a coin, and whoever gets the odd one out has to get the round. Seems fair enough, doesn't it? Well, it's not. This is the coin toss.
So, you? Not a question.
I just got here.
You're half an hour late.
Flipper.
All right, I've got one anyway. Do you want to? I'll go on. 50 pence. Yeah. Well, only works for 3 of us.
Got 2 people. Right.
Odd one buys the beer.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, go. Tails.
Tails.
Heads. Heads. Beers are around. I'll have another one of those. All right. Just 4 of these, Carl, yeah? 4? Yeah. Don't forget to tip.
So the Mark accepts his loss and goes off to buy a round.
Come back, Carl. Thank God. You're here.
Fantastic. Cheers.
The hustlers have got out of paying for 4 pints. Not bad, but they're not going to stop there.
You know what will go well with these? Is a shot. You got a flip. Carl's done it. He's done it. I've done it. What do you got? L 50. Hang on. Right. All right. Ready? Tails.
Tails.
Heads.
On you.
On you.
Any shot?
Any shot.
Any shot you want.
Once again, Alex and Paul have wriggled out of buying another round. So, how have our hustlers been so lucky?
This is a classic example of two hustlers ganging up on a mark. All I've got to do is look over to Paul and he signals me whether he's going to throw heads or tails.
The signal is very simple. Before the toss, Paul flashes the coin to Alex, indicating which side he'll make the coin land on.
So this is how I control the coin. I flip it, genuinely flip it, let it land in my hand, I run my thumb over it, I feel whether it's going to be heads or tails. And then all I have to do is make an adjustment to show which side it's going to be.
But how do I know whether the coin's going to be heads or tails before I even flip it? That's because I use a controlled toss. When I flip it like this, it actually simply revolves in space. It doesn't turn over, but I give it a little wobble, so it looks to the human eye as if that coin is flipping over in the air, but when it lands back in my hand, it's still heads or tails up.
The marks are powerless. There is no way they can win.
That mooker.
Cheers, all right. Right. I feel a bit guilty though. I feel like celebrating though, don't you? Feel like celebrating?
Feel like celebrating?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can celebrate.
You know what you need to celebrate though, right?
Yeah.
Bottle of bubbly. Champagne.
So who's going to get it?
Who's going to flip? What? Which one are you seeing?
I might as well flip. Come on.
Ready? Right. Ready? Tails. Tails. Heads. It's on you.
Funny.
The biggest bottle they've got, if you don't mind.
So that's 4 pints of beer, 4 shots and a bottle of champagne. After all that, it's probably in everyone's interest to call it a day.
Good. Very good. Right. Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah. Cheers. All right. Thanks. Oh, yeah. All right. There she is. She's over there. Yeah. All right.
No, it's not all right, man. I was lost. I didn't even get a glass.
The hustlers go off to down their winnings and leave our unlucky duo to drown their sorrows.
With the right patter and slick packaging, a good hustler can sell items worth less than £1 for a huge profit. With an infomercial, he can make a fortune.
Jess has set up a stall in busy Deptford Market, selling top-quality chef's knives shipped in all the way from America. She has a TV that's constantly playing an infomercial showing any potential customers what a fantastic deal this set of knives are. This is the cutting-edge scam.
Ideal Christmas presents. 22p set for £19.99. Hello. How are you? Do you watch cooking?
I do actually.
Yes. Have you got a good set of knives? Not as good as this, though. No, this is a #1 selling knife in the US right now. Yeah. You buy 1 Pro Blade Plus, you get a 21-piece set for free. I mean, if you can see on the video.
The sales patter is good, but it's the infomercial that's really got her interested. It seems too good an offer to refuse, and she buys a set for 20 quid.
That's lovely. Thanks ever so much. Have a lovely day.
Everything seems to be going well for Jess, and nothing appears out of the ordinary, except for the 2 jokers on the TV with the dodgy American accents.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Let's find out what's really going on. The knives, of course, are not chef's knives shipped in from America. They are cheap, flimsy and useless, bought from the cash and carry and repackaged with some new branding. The aim of the game is to convince the customers that they are buying a top-of-the-range product. The hustlers do this by creating an infomercial. All it takes to shoot one is a couple of chef's outfits, a cheap knife set and a camcorder.
Turning over. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Hi, I'm Jerry Steele, and I rob Marks.
The trick with this scam is to leave no doubt in the customer's mind about the quality of the product. With some clever slogans, high-tech patter and brand psychology, every customer should be falling over themselves to take advantage of this fantastic deal.
That's a wrap.
So, after a spot of editing, it's time to reveal the amazing Wonderblade Pro 3.
Hi, I'm Jerry Steele, and I rob Marks. Has this ever happened to you? The chicken's come out of the oven, it's piping hot, and you're trying to carve the breast, and look at it.
Looks like roadkill, Jerry.
But I believe Rob has got the answer to all our problems.
Yes, I do. Introducing the Wonder Blade Pro 3, the future of kitchen technology today. This features nano sharpening technology on the blade, an ergonomically designed polycarbonate handle. This ensures a firm grip, reducing wrist strain, improving chopping speed, reducing preparation time, and cutting your kitchen time in half.
Wow.
Armed with their new Infomercial and cheap repackaged knives, it's time for Alex, Jess and Paul to hit the market. Will the new video help them sell their knives to the public? And it's not long before the video starts to pull customers in.
Jerry, if you were to try and buy a blade like this in a store, it would cost you upwards of $100. But today, you can own a Wonder Blade Pro 3 for just $39.99.
$39.99. That's fantastic, Rob. You can buy it with technology you can trust.
Yeah, the exact same
So, Rob,
set.
wow, 13 pieces for just $39.99.
You gonna get one? Yeah. Yeah? There you go. Lovely, thanks ever so much. Enjoy your cookie. Cheers. Thank you, bye. Hello, how are you?
$39.99. That's fantastic, Rob. That's
That's US dollars, we're selling it for $19.99. I mean, it's as seen on the TV right here. Everything you get. You like to take one? Yeah? Okay. There you go, $19.99. Thank you.
Wow.
Get you your penny change.
Through the morning, the money keeps rolling in, and every customer walks away feeling satisfied they've picked up a bargain. But what do they think of their new purchase?
The video promotion is very good because you don't really have the time or the space on a market like this to cut a tomato or to cut a cucumber. So the promotional video is very good to actually see what these knives can do.
But on closer inspection, do the Wonder Blades still deliver?
Yeah, a bit upset. But this is really, it's a good idea to actually check what you're buying, even if it's a half-open box or a completely closed box like this one was. I think I'm going to go back and ask for money back.
The reason this scam works is that people like to buy a brand product, a product which they think has got some reputation, whereas in fact a lot of these so-called branded products are actually very cheap, very crude products, not actually very good quality at all.
A good hustler can sell anything. The trick is making it seem much better than it is. That is the art of the pitch.
Items always look a lot better when they're packaged up and on the TV. Our advice? Try it before you buy. And if you can't do that, see if you can find a review on the internet.
There's nothing like money for old rope, especially if the rope is free. The UK clothing and footwear industry was worth over £44 billion in 2005. How can hustlers resist a piece of that action?
Not every hustle takes place down a dark alleyway. Many of today's cons happen out in broad daylight, from the comfort of what appears to be a reputable shop. Alex, Jess and Paul have rented this shop to show you some of the most common cases of daylight robbery taking place on the high street today. This is the vintage clothing scam. This is the real hustler's latest venture, a vintage clothing store. Jess is putting the finishing touches to the shop and making it look normal, while Alex checks the hidden cameras and microphones.
Spot on. Perfect.
This is a two-way mirror concealing another of our cameras. It all looks real enough, so what is the team up to? The first customers arrive and are soon browsing for a bargain.
Anything take your fancy?
I like that jumper. That one, how much is that one for?
That one is 60.
She's sorely tempted. It looks like a Chanel original, and for £60, that's a bargain. She decides to buy.
You'd be gutted if you came back in, it was gone, wouldn't you? You'd be like,
And out comes the money. She's a happy shopper. So, what's the con? Well, there isn't a single vintage item for sale in the shop, and our hustlers didn't pay a penny for any of the goods. In fact, they've just picked it all up off the street. To see how they did this, we have to go back to the previous Friday. This is part one of the scam, the drop-off. Our hustlers are delivering fake charity collection bags to householders, who they hope will fill them up in good faith, believing that their generosity will help raise funds for charity. With the bags delivered, the team can go home and enjoy their weekend in anticipation of stage 2. It's Monday and time for the collection. The bags are now full with donated clothing and other items. The team merely have to harvest their catch. Back at the den, it's the sort. Items are selected for saleability and priced accordingly. Remember, these have cost the team absolutely nothing, and every penny made is going into their pockets.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is value.
Good
That is
label
value.
on that.
Sequins means money.
To make sure the garments look vintage, any telltale labels that betray a cheap provenance are removed.
We'll write these up.
Unlabelled, these garments will attract a high price. The next day, the shop is fully stocked and Alex puts the finishing touches to vintage RIP.
We should really wash some of this stuff.
Yeah, it does.
It's not long before they get some customers.
Well, vintage is old clothes that have been kept very well, and we've had them all reconditioned. So you get the old style, the old cut. Beautiful.
Alex is playing the convincer. It's his job to make sure everyone else in the shop feels comfortable about buying the goods.
That's right there.
I'll take that, actually.
You want to do it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's £50. Okay.
I like your jacket.
Only 55, it's 10% off today. Cheers, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye. I'm Jess.
So with clothes that cost them nothing passed off as expensive antique fashion, they get their first sale.
Bye.
And Alex returns his shirt so he can buy it again.
Quickly before someone walks in, give me my 45 quid back. So we'll reset. All right, £15.
Sales rack up throughout the day.
All right, absolutely. That's £15. It's £10, please.
Thank you very much.
The real victims of this scam are the generous donors who put their clothes in the collection sacks 4 days ago, thinking they were donating to a good cause.
39. Too much.
Charity collection scams are estimated to cost charities over £1 million each year in lost revenue. The trading day ends and Paul counts the takings. It's just over £1,000.
I'm quite shocked that they actually picked this up off the street. I don't know, I thought I got a bargain, but like obviously not.
It is a very cheeky idea because someone has given out the charity shop. The whole point of it is to help someone else and then try and make money of it for the £15. It's not on, is it?
If a consumer is suspicious that the charity sack they've got through isn't real, they should check the logo on the sack, check that it is from a genuine charity, check the registered charity number. But also, if they're still suspicious, call up the contact details on the sack, check that it is from a local charity shop. And finally, if they think that it's really not genuine, then they should perhaps think about taking it direct to their local charity shop.
After we gave back the money to the shoppers, we took all of the clothes and items we had collected and gave them to a well-known charity.
%50 of credit card fraud happens at cash machines. There's nothing worse than when a cash machine keeps your card, except when it later gives that card to someone else.
Alex and Jess are off to use the cash points in a busy shopping area. They'll be taking out a lot of money, not theirs, but someone else's. To do this, they'll be using a card catcher. Alex sets his trap while Jess occupies the other machine. This will prevent Alex from being caught tampering. Now they wait for a victim. In a shopping area, it's only a short time before someone wants to use a cash machine. This is the mark. He doesn't know it, but in a few moments his account will be raided by Alex and Jess. The Mark's attempts at a transaction all fail, and what's worse is that the machine won't return his card.
Oh, is it not? Oh, thanks.
The Mark leaves, phoning his bank for help. Now Alex will retrieve the trapped card, and the Mark becomes a statistic. 15% of all card fraud takes place at cash points, and last year that percentage cost over £65 million. Alex has cashed up so he and Jess can move on to their next victim. Let's go back to see how it was done. Alex needs to get hold of a customer's bank card, so he uses a card trapping device. Normally when you use a cash machine, your card is sucked inside the mechanism, so it can read the details on the magnetic strip. What Alex does is insert a card catching device that sits inside the ATM's card slot. When a card is inserted in the slot, it gets caught inside the card catcher and stays there until Alex comes along and removes the device and your trapped card. It only takes a few seconds for Alex to insert the card catcher into the slot. To the casual eye, it looks the same. Only in a side-by-side comparison is the difference apparent. Jess stays at the other cash machine so that the Mark is forced to use the tampered one. Alex needs to know the Mark's PIN, so he shoulder surfs the Mark and uses his mobile phone to record the PIN as it's entered. With his card trapped in the machine, the Mark gives up and leaves. He unwittingly plays straight into Alex's hands, as there is now nothing to stop him from retrieving the loop containing the card. With the Mark's card and his PIN number, Alex has an open door to the victim's account.
When you're going to use a cash machine, before you put your card in, have a good look at the machine itself. Are there any devices that have been stuck on, especially around the card area? If you see anything suspicious, don't use the machine, alert the authorities. If you're going to use a cash machine that's attached to a bank, try and use the one that's located inside the bank. And when you're using a cash machine, always cover your PIN.
Once you suspect you've been caught out by a card catcher, you should report it to your bank and the police. Don't try and get it back out, because often there's several of these criminals waiting just around the corner, and that card's worth money to them. They want to get it.
Coming up later in the show.
Hi. Hi there. The water board. We're just doing a check down here. Do you mind if we run your water for a few minutes?
Alex and Paul dress up as two bogus workmen to pull off a distraction robbery.
This is a popular scam that targets tourists by virtually offering them a free lunch. But we all know there's no such thing as a free lunch.
At a cost of just a few pence, Jess has designed and printed some books of fake restaurant vouchers offering half-price meals at non-existent high-class restaurants. She's going to sell these to unsuspecting tourists in the fake food voucher scam. In order to look the part, Jess has made a t-shirt with a cheeky slogan, and with her bright jacket and fake ID, she hopes to sell her worthless vouchers for £10 a pop. With about 8 million visitors to the capital each year, it should be easy picking for Jess. She sets up in Trafalgar Square. Alex keeps a watch out in case of trouble. Remember, none of the restaurants mentioned on the vouchers exist, but the tourists won't know that.
Hello. Can I just take a moment of your time, please, just to tell you about our 2-for-1 offer that we've got from London's top restaurants. It's a booklet of 15 vouchers. It's £10, so that's 66 pence per voucher. And it's on some of London's top restaurants. Even if you only use one voucher, you are still saving a lot of money. You'll be saving the £10 that you'll be spending on them in the first place.
Where can you use it?
You can use it at all these different restaurants. It's got all the restaurants in here, and it's got all the addresses as well. Places that people...
That'll be fake addresses, fake phone numbers, and non-existent restaurants. Surely that's a bargain.
A main or a main and a dessert or something.
I have one. Yeah?
Do you want one?
Yeah, let's
come on then.
go, eh?
She's got a sale. £20 with no chance for refund.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Enjoy.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
These two guys have just spent £20 on worthless paper. By the time they find out, Jess will be long gone. It's lunchtime and business is brisk.
Hello. Selling some vouchers today, promoting 2-for-1 offers at some of London's top restaurants.
I get all those?
Got all of these, 15. They last for 5 months as well.
That's not bad.
Hello. How are you? This booklet's worth £150. It's got 15 different vouchers in it. So it's £10 for 15 vouchers. If you're interested. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Have a lovely time tonight.
In under an hour, Jess has sold the lot. £150 profit.
That's 66 pence per voucher.
So what do the tourists think?
She's basically given herself a license to print money.
Got any restaurant vouchers?
We made up the restaurant names. The real scammers will use real names, real phone numbers and real logos, so this con doesn't just hit the tourist.
You're paying.
Go to the chipping.
We've also been victims of the food voucher scheme a couple of years ago, I think. And one of our staff actually ended up giving away a discount because of what the voucher said. And people were coming in with vouchers that we had no knowledge of.
The real hustlers are going to show you how to get free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this local pub. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or an outcome you believe can only go one way, and it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So, watch and learn. Our real hustlers are relaxing in a pub, but have run out of champagne. Paul has spotted a group of friends and moves over with a view to getting them to buy him a bottle of bubbly.
That's quite interesting. Excuse me, guys. Can we treat you to a bottle of champagne? Will you have a good time?
Absolutely. Go for it.
We need to celebrate.
Tony, this is pretty good actually. It's pretty expensive, but it is good.
The group of friends don't know it, but this bottle is worth £80.
We'll get you the champagne if I can't do exactly what I proposed. I bet that I can drink champagne out of this bottle without opening it.
How did I know you were?
Opening it without breaking the seal, without taking the wire off, or breaking the bottle in any way. What do you think?
I think it's not possible.
Yeah, no.
If I can do that, you buy us the champagne. If I can't, we'll buy you a bottle of champagne.
What'd you say?
Okay.
So, can Paul really drink from the bottle of champagne without opening it?
What'd you say?
Okay.
All right, it's a deal.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nothing is possible.
The group of friends accept the bet.
It's not from inside the bottle, is it?
You should have I did drink it from the bottle.
That's cheating.
I did drink it from
That's not right.
It is cheating, but it's also a free bottle of champagne for us. So,
bring out the wallet.
That wasn't a glass even.
The hustlers get their excellent champagne and the friends get a rather large bill.
Oh, thank you.
80 quid.
That's for you.
A hard hat and a high-vis jacket can open a lot of doors if you've got the confidence.
Alex and Paul are going to demonstrate how easy it is for you to get caught out on your own doorstep by bogus workmen. Alex and Paul are driving around a residential area looking for some roadworks. They'll be using these as a part of their cover story because Alex and Paul are going to pose as workmen from the local water board. They will attempt to gain entry to a home and, whilst the owner is distracted, rob the house. Alex and Paul are rigged with hidden cameras on their helmets and in their toolboxes, so we can see how this scam unfolds. They're going to hit a house that is dead opposite the roadworks.
Hi, I'm from the water board. We're just doing a check down here. Do you mind if we run your water for a few minutes? We're just going to run a dye through to make sure that the water's clear. It's very...
So we're from the water board?
From Thames Water. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
The owner checks their ID, which of course is false.
OK, it's fine. We'll just step in. We'll just have a quick look downstairs.
Do you mind if we just step in and run the water? I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. It's really just to run the water on your tap. We're going to run a dye through, and if we see the dye, we know that you're connected to the wrong supply.
Do you have anything upstairs? Do you have any bathroom upstairs?
Yes, I have.
Now Alex has to get the lady upstairs, leaving Paul to rob the house.
All right, if you mind showing me where it is, after you. He's going to be fine. He's just looking
I'm
for
just
the
going to
dye.
watch your water for a few minutes.
As soon as Alex gets the lady up the stairs, Paul starts to strip the place of its easily saleable items.
All right. Do you mind opening that tap for me as well? Yeah. Do you mind undoing it for me?
Alex has to keep the chat going in the bathroom to keep the lady occupied while Paul gets her car keys.
Possible. Now, can you just tell me if you see any blue dye coming?
Paul has a good route around in the kitchen.
Just let me know if you see anything blue coming through there. Yeah. Rob, anything downstairs?
Alex checks on how Paul is doing while the woman watches the water tap. Now Paul has to hide the stolen items inside the toolbox they brought in.
Is there anything coming from there? All right, we just need to leave it just 30 more seconds.
It's big enough to hide a camera, 2 mobile phones, a games console, the car keys and her purse.
All right, Alex, I think that's clear.
Paul gives the all-clear signal. It's time to leave.
Thanks very much for your help. OK, cheers, sir.
Thank you, take care.
Paul was only on his own for just over a minute, but this householder has just lost all her valuables.
Don't be trusting of officials who knock on your door. Uniforms are possible to get. If you've got any doubts about who they are and what they're doing, ask for identification and then ring the company and check they're doing work in your area.
A while ago, I used to live on this street that was full of restaurants. There was restaurants everywhere, people sitting outside all the time. And I watched this one scam happen, especially in summertime.
In the summer, there is nothing the British public enjoy more than sitting outside a cafe or a restaurant. But unfortunately, while you're drinking and dining al fresco, you're at risk from unscrupulous con men, posing as fake waiters. Alex is relaxing inside this restaurant, but he's really watching the staff and an outside table. When someone sits at it, he's going to pretend to be a waiter, take an order, and steal their credit card. Suddenly, his wait is over. A couple come and sit at his target table. Now's his chance. As he casually walks out, he picks up a couple of menus.
Hi there. There you go. Some menus. What would you like to drink? Apple and mango, and you? Yeah? Okay. I need to ask you for a card because you're sitting outside to set up a tab. We won't charge the card. There we go. All right. I'll just get someone out to get your order, yeah? Okay.
Alex has to go back inside to make the con convincing. But as he waits in the hallway, a real waitress comes out. This is a highly dangerous moment because if the customers tell the waitress who served them, Alex will be caught red-handed. Alex listens to their conversation. The customers say that they have already ordered drinks, and the waitress goes back inside to check their order. Now Alex has to get out fast. And with a brazen fake shout to inside,
Can you come and take the order? I've just got to pop to the shop, okay?
he's off. The waitress has found out that there is no order and returns outside.
The guy who was wearing a white shirt. But I gave him my card.
You want to go inside and see? Really? It's not a job.
We went over and asked what the problem was.
Well, I was just sitting there and a guy came up, he gave us the menus and he took our order and then apparently he's not with the staff there, so he's just gone with my card. Oh God, I haven't got any money.
Just around the corner is another restaurant. Alex has spotted a table that hasn't been cleared, and he's going to use the items left on it as props for his next hit. As a couple sit down, Alex makes his move. He starts to clear up the table next to the couple, so when he approaches them, he seems like a legitimate waiter.
Hi there, is anyone taking your drinks order yet? What would you like to drink?
From inside the restaurant, he just looks like a friend talking to a couple at a table.
I'm sorry to have to ask you, but seeing as you're sitting outside, I'm going to have to ask for a credit card. Because we've had so many people doing runners.
It's such a convincing line that they hand over their credit card.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Alex then has the cheek to go inside and appear to be a helpful customer.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And within seconds, he's away with the card. It was a full 10 minutes later that we told this couple what had happened.
The alleged waiter who took my card, I'm not happy with that. That I've got a lot of money in my account and he's going to be spending my money, which I need for my mortgage. I'm going to be really happy when I see him, basically.
Another restaurant, another victim. Now it's time to see just how simple this con can get. With a simple cloth as a prop, he's going to try it on with these two guys.
Is anyone taking your order? I need to ask you for a card because you're sitting outside to run a tab.
Okay.
Yeah? Just put one behind the till. All right, it's just going to be behind the till. We won't charge you. You can pay cash. Cheers.
With a glance over his shoulder to make sure they aren't watching, Alex just walks off around the corner with his ill-gotten gains. We went over and told these two guys that their waiter wasn't a waiter at all.
He did, he was wearing white, wasn't he? Where is he now?
Remember, try and hold on to your credit card until your food or your drinks have arrived. That way you know that the person who's serving you is genuine.
Hustlers are experts in human nature. In this scam, they put the mark in a situation that they'll do anything to get out of. And who can resist the temptation to save on a hefty fine?
When a person becomes angry or nervous, they are far more likely to make a rash decision. And it's at this vulnerable point that a hustler can manipulate a mark into doing something they shouldn't. And there's nothing more likely to get Brits upset and hot under the collar than car clamping. Today, Alex will play the role of a car clamper, aided by a company van, fluorescent jacket, and an ID badge. Jess is going to be the convincer, and the whole scam relies on her putting in a convincing performance as a clamped motorist. Not only must she play the victim, but she must also side with the mark, lure them into a false sense of security, and persuade them to part with their cash. Paul has parked his car and texts Alex and Jess the directions. For this con to work, there needs to be a ticket machine and a space near Paul's car for a mark to pull into. They find the road and park up behind Paul's car. Now they just have to wait. It's not long before someone spots the space and pulls up. This lady has unwittingly become the mark. She checks the ticket machine. It's after 5 p.m, so she should be okay. The mark is gone, it's time to get to work. Alex will clamp the mark's car and Paul's car. Jess will pretend that Paul's car belongs to her. She quickly puts up a notice informing drivers that parking here is suspended and anyone who fails to comply will be clamped and fined. The cars are clamped and Jess gets into position. A few finishing touches and everything's in place. Now they just have to wait for the mark to return. The mark returns and Jess swings into action.
Excuse me, have you done that?
Excuse me?
Have you put the clamp on my car?
Yeah, you're not allowed to park here.
Don't be
It's a
ridiculous,
parking space.
it's a tiny sign.
I'm sorry, there's a very clear sign.
What am I supposed to do now?
Well, there's a fine you have to pay, and once you pay it, I can come round and get them off.
How much is the fine?
Fine's 120. Is this your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to call.
What do I do now? Sorry, what do I do now then? Because I need to get to work. I was there for 1 minute.
I know, but did you read the sign?
Sorry,
Well, there's a big sign right here, right by the ticket machine. You should really know where to park legally.
Excuse me, sorry, how do I get that off? Because I've got to get to work now.
You call the number, you pay the fine, they get me, they tell me when you've paid, I come round, I take it off.
Well, can't you just take it off now? Because I'll pay now, then can you not just take it off now?
Well, you need to pay the fine, you get in a queue, I'll come back about an hour and 20 minutes.
What do you mean I get in a queue?
Hey?
What do you mean I get in a queue?
You get in a queue after you've paid.
The hustle takes on an unsuspected turn and the mark walks off just as Jess was about to throw her the bait.
You know what? She might come back.
I know she will.
The hustlers have now found themselves in a dangerous situation. They don't know where the mark has gone. She may have gone to call the council or the police. The whole scam is in jeopardy.
She'll come back. She's coming back, she's coming back.
The mark returns and the con is back on track. She went to get a friend for moral support. This isn't good for our hustlers. A person with a clear head could potentially put a stop to the scam. Time for Alex and Jess to get back into character.
The sign is
But
very
I can't
clear.
believe that you're standing here right now and yet I have to wait for you to go all the way around.
Now that the mark is back, Jess isn't going to waste any time getting straight to the point.
I just put on the
Why
clamps.
can't I just give you the money now? Then you could just.
Because I'm not allowed to take cash off you.
She'll offer Alex £50 to remove the clamp, but will this influence the mark?
I don't have £120. What if I just give you 50? Can you not just take it off now?
Do you know how many people will try and give me... For 50 quid, me losing my job, it's not worth it.
So what if we both give you 50 quid? Then will you take it off? That's 100. Then will you take my clamp off for that?
Yeah, but you can't tell anybody I took it off because I could lose my job, all right? I want to help you out.
Would you do that? Would
but
you do that for 50 quid just to take them off now? It's better than 120, isn't it? But can you do it now, though, please?
I'll do it now.
Away. Thank
But
you. Thank you.
can't,
Thank you.
You can't tell anybody I've done this. I haven't printed off the tickets, but, you know, you could get into serious trouble as well, so you've got to keep it
Just
still.
do it now, please. Just
All right.
hurry up.
The mark's taken the bait, and with that, Alex goes ahead and takes off the clamp.
I don't know how to sleep at night.
Given the opportunity to pay £50 rather than 120 and have the clamp taken off immediately was too good an offer to refuse.
All right.
Are you sure there's no ticket then? You haven't
There's
put
no
anything
ticket.
through?
There's no ticket.
Thank
It's fine.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
But you better move your cars now
I know.
because somebody else might clamp you.
With the clamp off, the mark is overcome with relief and more than happy to pay Alex his £50. She doesn't waste any time hanging around and makes a quick getaway with her friend. With it being this easy to make £50, Alex gets straight back to work. By clamping another unsuspecting motorist, he can start his scam all over again.
Come and park here, I dare you.
The scam works because the victim in the end thinks they're getting one over the authority figure. They've been offered the opportunity to pay a lesser fee, therefore for them it's a victory.
I parked my car there for literally like 2 minutes. I didn't notice the sign on the back of the pay and display thing saying you're parked here illegally. I came back and I had a clamp on there.
How does the mark feel when she finds out she's been conned and Jess played an integral part?
She was in on it. I said to that lady that sign was not there. And she went, oh, I don't know. I said, oh. Went down there, I told my friend, I was like crying. I was like, I just got clamped, I can't believe it. I was just... And then the 120 quid, I thought, does it really cost that much to get your clamps taken off? And then he said, oh, I'll do it now for 50. So I was like, all right, I'll just give you the 50 and get it taken off now. Oh.
When you park your car, just have a look around, look at the signs and make sure that you haven't parked illegally. Now in this situation, you must play everything by the book. Don't try to bribe anybody, because if something does go wrong and there is a problem, then you've got nobody to turn to because you yourself have committed a crime.
Alex, Jess and Paul have been busy practicing different ways of lifting people's valuables straight from under their noses. Pickpocketing is a skill that thieves have been mastering and developing for centuries. So Alex and Paul are going to try out their newly acquired skills on members of the public. This is the lift. Any form of public transport is a playground for pickpockets. So our hustlers have got back on the buses to practice their techniques. Alex is on the lookout for possible lifts. This man is proudly wearing his designer pen clipped onto his front pocket, and it's caught Alex's eye. A little stumble into the mark, and the pen now belongs to Alex, and the mark's completely unaware that his expensive pen has disappeared. If you didn't catch it the first time, here it is again. The fake stumble distracts the mark, while Alex skillfully lifts the pen by hooking it over his newspaper. It's so quick that the only way you can see it is from Alex's watch camera. Alex now has a designer fountain pen worth £120. Now Alex and Paul team up on this unsuspecting mark. This is perhaps the trickiest lift of them all. This mark is just about to lose his wallet straight from his inside jacket pocket. A fake stumble and the mark is now minus a wallet. Paul stumbles into the mark, pushing him against Alex. Alex then lifts the wallet and drops it through the mark's jacket for Paul to catch. Here it is again. With a clean pass off to Paul, he is now free to make a quick getaway right behind the victim's back.
Always keep a mind out for your valuables and your belongings. Sometimes when people are listening to music on their headphones, they get lost in their own world. It's very dangerous. Keep your mind out for your belongings. If you're taking a little bit of care, pickpockets are going to move on to somebody else who's not paying any attention.
Coming up later, Paul finds a creative new way of stealing tourist money.
The demand for organic food is growing rapidly, and in the UK alone, the market is worth over £1.6 billion in sales. The question is, what would happen if a hustler were to set up an organic food store?
We're at a local London market where our hustlers have come to sell top-quality organic food. Alex has been setting up his stall selling the very finest Tuscan olive oil shipped in all the way from Italy. He may be charging £8 a bottle, but as it's organic, the customers can be confident they're buying the very finest produce available. Meanwhile, Jess and Paul are busy setting up their stall next door, selling handmade organic sausages. Knowledgeable customers will know that these sausages come from pigs that were reared on an organic farm with only 100% organic feed. And to prove their authenticity, Paul has displayed posters of himself at work on his pig farm in Scotland. The sausages are on sale for £4 a pack, but for the health and ethical benefits, many customers will be happy to pay that bit extra.
Try some organic oil, extra virgin olive oil from Tuscany.
Organic sausages, 100% organic, all natural ingredients. Come on.
But as these stalls are run by hustlers, you know that this food is not going to be kosher. This is the organic food scam.
Best sausage you'll try today.
How about some oil?
Made from 100% organic pork.
If you tried it, you've got to buy one.
Come on. These are 100% organic. Made from pigs that I raised in Scotland. Yeah, come and try some.
Paul is so confident of the quality of his sausages that he's cooking them up in front of people and offering them the chance to try before they buy.
What do you think? It's good, isn't it?
Alex is also offering people a chance to take a dip of his Tuscan olive oil.
It's a little bit more peppery in taste.
Well, I'll give you the names if you like. This one's Alex, this one's Jess.
Okay.
I just purchased some organic sausages. I'm totally organic. It's the first time I've seen organics in Deptford, so I just jumped at the opportunity.
Sales of organic food has grown tremendously over the last couple of years, and therefore we know that more consumers are buying into the benefits both for themselves and also the environment. But of course this means that there is more incentive, a bigger incentive, for traders to be unscrupulous about how they may pass off non-organic food as organic.
Just don't put it in the fridge, yeah? Cheers.
Unscrupulous traders, that sounds about right. Let's see what our hustlers have really been up to. Paul's sausages are actually only 30% pork and were bought in bulk for 89p a pack. Repackaging them in greaseproof paper and sticking a branded label on them transforms these cheap economy sausages into top-quality organic sausages worth £4 a pack. Alex's £8 a bottle Tuscan olive oil is really just the cheapest oil money can buy. The sausages and oil that our hustlers are offering to customers to sample are genuine organic products, and if anyone had any doubts about the authenticity of Paul's sausages, they'd only have to glance over at the poster showing Paul at his farm with his pigs. So, how did he do it? Quite easy, really.
Oh. We have pigs.
All you need is a camera, a costume, and a visit to the local city farm.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Smile.
Oh, pig.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Got it?
Jess gets to work on the posters. It only takes her a few minutes using a design package, and they've got a branded company poster.
Wait, what? 89 pence, £4. Excellent.
They're ready to hit the market.
Cheers, mate. Okay, that's £4, please, madam. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Everything in there is all natural.
It's been a phenomenal day for our hustlers. It seems people are very keen to buy into organic food, and they're not put off by the expensive price tags.
100% organic sausage. You buy sausage like this in the high street, they'll cost you
99p.
£15.
And how does our customer feel when she finds out she's bought into the lie?
What I've just bought is non-organic. Angry. Want to kick someone. The guy was actually posing with the pigs, and I thought, you know what? No one would choose to pose with pigs unless it's genuine.
We should all look out for the certification reference code that shows that a product is organic. That is a legal requirement to be on any packaging. And also the symbol of any certification body, such as the Soil Association, on that product. And to always ask to see certificates. If they're selling organic food and they're labelling or repacking, then they should be displaying their certificate.
When buying organic, try and stick to recognised organic retailers. If you're ever unsure, ask to see the paperwork. A genuine organic retailer should have the paperwork to prove it.
This scam is all about planting evidence and doubling your money.
Our Real Hustle con men are preparing for their next con. Take a £20 note, tear off a corner and share the pieces. You'll see why in a moment as we reveal the torn note scam. Our Real Hustle con men are targeting this cafe bar, and we've got it covered so you can be aware of a scam that contributes to the millions defrauded from the UK's hospitality trade every year. It starts simply enough. Paul poses as a customer who's popped in for a coffee. Alex waits outside while Paul is served.
Thank you very much. Just bring the check just now if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you.
It's time for Alex to go in, but he knows when he leaves, he'll be £20 better off.
Thank you.
Alex is in position, so Paul must wait for his cue.
Could I get a cappuccino, actually? Certainly. Thank you.
That's the signal. And do you remember the torn £20 note? Well, here it is. Paul's going to use it to pay for his coffee.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
With his £20 safely in the till, Paul has £18 change to pocket.
I'll be there, yeah. Can I also get the bill? Sorry. Yeah, no problem, sir. Thank you.
In a moment, Alex will get one of the waiters to give him Paul's £20 straight out of the till.
Thanks a lot.
But first, Paul must leave the cafe, and Alex must prepare his next move.
Thank you.
First, he has to hide his coffee bill.
Thank you.
This is it, and Alex knows that for the scam to work, he must convince the waiter that he's already paid, with a little help from the note we saw earlier.
Hiya. So I'm waiting for my change?
No, I haven't taken change from the table. Was it
I
something?
gave you a 20 as you brought the bill?
No, I only gave you the check.
No, I definitely gave you a 20 with the bill, because I know I had a 10 in here and a 20. Oh, I did, yeah, look. Corner of a 20, I had a 10 and a 20 and I gave it to you. Well, can you have a look in your till? If there's a 20 with a corner missing, that's mine.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, there is a 20 here.
Yeah, so I did pay.
This is obviously a 20 because the corner is.
Yeah, I mean...
So, look, don't worry about it.
You sure about the coffee?
Sorry about the...
All right, OK. Cheers.
Have a good day
Thanks,
anyway.
you too. Cheers.
£18 profit and 2 cups of coffee for the price of 1, and the waiter is none the wiser.
So obviously it was his because of the corner missing. It was just really strange, really. The only thing is, how did he get that 20 into the till, if you know what I mean, without having opened it himself?
Unfortunately, what makes this scam really work is putting pressure on the waiting staff, leaving no space for argument and generally causing a scene, because waiting staff will do anything to avoid a scene in their restaurants.
Don't let a customer bully you into not thinking or checking the till. The best defense is knowledge. Just by watching this show, there's no way you're ever going to fall for this scam.
Origami is the ancient Japanese art of paper folding, and Paul's been busy learning how to master it. But as Paul's a hustler, you know he's going to use his newly acquired skill to con people out of their money. and he'll do this by selling you a turkey. Welcome to the Origami scam.
This has always been one of my favourite scams. In 1988, while I was in the army, I took a trip to London where I saw an old guy sitting on the floor on a blanket folding origami out of other people's money. They would give him a £10 note, he would fold it, give it back to them, and they would pay him a couple of pounds for the privilege. But he was actually stealing their money, and he was doing it in a very, very clever way.
We're in buzzing Leicester Square, a popular tourist spot, and of course, where there's tourists, there's endless money to be made. Every visitor wants to take home a memento, and here they are spoilt for choice. Paul sets up his unique souvenir of origami money. All you have to do is give him your £10 note, and he'll fold it into an animal of your choice. It's a great souvenir or gift for a friend, and he only charges £2 for his time. It's not long before his first customer comes along.
Yeah. Can I get one done for myself like this, you know? Like
Yeah.
I could make one.
Yeah, you fancy a memento or a souvenir?
Yeah, like more like a souvenir.
Yeah, sure. Some choices here. You can have a crane.
Yeah.
You can have one of these, which is this is a rooster, or you can have a butterfly.
I kind of like the turkey. Go for that one.
The turkey? Let's
Yeah.
call it. Let's
Do you
call
need
it
a
a rooster.
£10 note?
Yeah, you got a £10 note there?
Yeah, there we go. How much is it to do? Oh, it's
£2. Just like that. Takes a couple of minutes.
So how long do you take it to learn this?
Well, I've been doing it since I was a kid.
It's more like a hobby for you.
Flat out. Yeah, but you know, it's a good way of making a little bit of extra cash,
Oh, yeah.
so to speak. This is where it starts to get interesting. We're going to make a head out of this.
That's wicked.
Which, believe it or not, is the hardest part. And then you create a beak like that, the head.
Wow.
And that's your rooster.
How wicked.
See? And what I'll do with that is give you one of these. Put that in there like that.
Yeah.
If you ever decide to give it as a gift, you can always
Very
come
good.
back
Cheers,
and I'll make
mate.
some more.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Nice to
Right.
see you.
Take care.
You too. Take
Bye-bye.
care. See you soon. Bye.
That's one satisfied customer. Let's see what he thinks of his purchase.
Oh, no, I just went around and saw this guy doing origami, and he made me a turkey, like, out of £10. It was amazing the way he did it, like, so much of folds and everything. He made some triangles, and then in the end, just pulled out a beak out from the front, and just, there you go, that's your turkey. I was like, almost like really amazed. Bye.
Of course, Paul's been up to something, but what is it? It's time to let the truth unfold.
That's weird. I gave him a full £10.
To see what Paul's been up to, we need to go back in time. Before he's even set up the stall, he pre-cuts some £10 notes in half, then folds those halves the same way as he does on the stall, stopping midway through the process. He does this several times over and stashes them in his bag. Then he's all set and ready to go.
£2.
When he takes the mark's money, he folds it in the same way, but when he gets to the midway stage, he swaps the mark's £10 for the half £10 he folded earlier, using his roller as the reason for digging into his bag. If you missed it, don't worry, so did the mark. Here it is from a different angle. So actually, this man has handed over £12 for a useless half a £10 note, giving Paul a profit of £7. It's impossible to see the switch from where the mark is standing, so he never suspects a thing. The beauty of this scam is that no customer wants to unfold the note, so Paul can stay there all day long repeating the same con, safe in the knowledge that he won't be confronted with an angry duped customer, and that's exactly what he does.
How you doing? You give me the tenner, plus £2. I keep the £2, you get the tenner back.
Another mark gives Paul his £10, and he watches closely in fascination as his nifty fingers get to work. Of course, he doesn't spot the switch and leaves a satisfied customer.
Great, take care. Bye-bye.
How are you?
I'm very good, how you doing?
Not bad.
You ever seen origami before?
Paul manages to entice some more tourists, and they happily hand him their money.
Here, there. All right. If you just get down a little bit.
I think we're gonna jobs.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, guys.
That was nice.
There is literally an endless supply of tourists looking to spend their money, and Paul is happy to take it all.
So,
Wow.
That'll bring you good luck.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let's see what they make of their experience and their new purchase.
I came upon a kind gentleman who made us a little rooster.
It's a bird.
Hustlers will do anything to get their hands on your money.
Okay, it's half a £10 note. It's a rip-off.
Well, he's a little trickster, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm quite shocked, actually. It's just a half a £10 note.
I've never actually been ripped off before, but I guess it's the first time for everything.
So can I go over there and jump him?
I think the general rule is always be wary when handing your cash over to somebody, whatever they're going to do with it. You know, in Paul's case, it was so covert, the switch, that even if you were watching, it would be very difficult to spot. But, you know, if you like origami that much, do it with blank pieces of paper. It's a lot cheaper. The autograph and memorabilia industry is worth millions of pounds every year. Now, in an industry where authenticity is the key, a good hustler can con his way into a fortune, especially if you're paying by check.
Alex and Paul have taken on a stall in this street market for the day and are setting up to sell props and autographs from old and well-known television programmes.
Get your authentic autographs here!
In the mock prop scam.
Ricky Gervais's boxing gloves from the charity match. Yeah. Remember that fight he had? It like hardly been used, he hardly got a hit.
Think about who this? What's the boomerang?
That's a boomerang. It's used by one of the characters in Neighbours.
This scam works because there is huge interest in all things showbiz. And if the enthusiast believes they're picking up a bit of memorabilia from their favourite show, they'll be as happy as Larry. But they won't be too happy when they find out where Alex, Jess and Paul have got them from. The hustlers have just been to a car boot sale and bought a load of junk items that they'll say have come from a variety of TV shows.
Oh, yeah. Fawlty Towers? I know it was a moose, but... play your cards right. Bruce Forsyth, signed by Bruce Forsyth.
Oh, Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yeah, that's good.
Memoirs of a Geisha.
You sign him.
To make matters worse, they're going to fake all the autographs themselves. To give all of these items some form of authenticity, the boys have made up some official-looking certificates that claim they are registered original props. So now this hat came from Keeping Up Appearances. This switch box was in the New Avengers. And the garish shirt belonged to Pat Butcher on EastEnders. Will anyone be taken in by these claims and buy this old junk? Surprisingly, business is brisk.
Yeah, it's just
Alex sells this lady signed photos of Sean Connery and Michael Caine.
well, you know, the birth service.
I think it's brilliant. Therefore, I'm going to get some frames to frame them up and put them on my wall.
Paul sells another woman a prop from a well-known comedy show. Everyone believes they've bought the genuine article.
This Knickerbocker Glory from Only Fools and Horses caught my eye.
15 altogether.
I bought this beautiful Oriental umbrella. I also bought some ketchup and brown sauce bottles from Ian Beale's Cafe from EastEnders, which is great. I also got an ashtray with it as well. And I paid £20.
Thanks anyway.
We told her she's just bought some old bric-a-brac.
Oh, I've been ripped off then. I'll go back and get my money. I can't believe that. Surely not.
They keep on coming, but selling fake autographs and props isn't the only scam the boys are running today, as this man is about to find out.
That's Jimmy Nail's hard hat from
right.
Feeders and Pet.
Yeah.
Play your cards right, the actual cards that Bruce Forsyth used.
I'll take those. Do you take a check at all?
Yeah, take a check.
Yeah?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
He wants to buy the large playing cards and a signed photo of Bruce Forsyth for £30, but he's about to make a huge mistake by paying for it by cheque.
Fantastic. Do you collect a lot of stuff, do you?
Yeah, I do actually.
Because, you know, we get a lot of stuff in. Sometimes it's, you know, I mean, this is a great thing. This is a thing from the Avengers.
Right,
and it's actually one of my, I mean, it's a bit expensive. It's a couple £100, but it's, Jerry. There you go. You got a bag?
This is where the con gets expensive for our customer.
Put this here. Do you know what? Being it Friday, I don't want to go all the way to the bank just for one check. Have you got any cash on you at all?
Alex persuades him to pay cash instead of by cheque, and because he doesn't want to go to the bank, Alex offers a discount.
Oh, there, you got it, 25. Yeah, you got it, you got it.
Look at that.
Cheers, mate.
Alex then dutifully tears up the man's cheque.
All right.
The customer leaves convinced he's got a good bargain, until we caught up with him and asked how he paid.
Well, I paid by cheque, and and I also then paid by cash as well. But
now he's been made to think about it, he's just figured out what has happened to his cheque.
I think the guys might have hung on to it.
So, how did Alex and Paul end up with both the cheque and the cash? While the man was writing the cheque, Paul took a blank one from his pocket that was already folded up. He then hid the blank cheque in the palm of his hand. When he takes the man's cheque, he folds it up. Now all he has to do is swap the cheques over. There. Let's see that again. So when Paul passes the cheque over to Alex, he's passing the blank one that was in his pocket, and the real cheque is still in his hand. The customer sees Alex tearing up the cheque, but in reality, it's the blank one.
Not such a good bargain. I think I've been slightly done there.
It's the end of the day and the boys have sold all their fake autograph photos. Well, except for that authentic moose head last seen on Faulty Towers.
The average person on the street will not be able to tell the difference between a real autograph and a fake autograph. And what they really need to do is work out whether or not the seller is genuine rather than the autograph that they want to buy.
Selling memorabilia is easy because everyone wants a piece of history, especially if they're selling it cheap.
If you do buy memorabilia, buy it from a respected source so you know it's authentic. And remember, no one should be tearing up your checks except you. A short change move distracts the mark and splits their attention for just a second. Some use sleight of hand and are very subtle, some are not. On the waltzers in the fairgrounds, when they gave you your change, they'd spin the chair right away so you had to force the money into your pocket before you could count it.
For anyone who's selling items to the public, short-changing people can really raise their income. It may only be a couple of quid for the customer, but if the scam artist does it to everyone, it can add up to hundreds. There are several ways to short-change people, and Alex and Jess have come to Piccadilly Circus to sell ice creams and put them into action. Watch carefully so you don't find yourself a victim of short change.
Just one cornetto. Hi, you want an ice cream? Two? Then we've got vanilla, chocolate. You want chocolate?
I'll find it with Solero.
Okay, yeah.
And the chocolate one.
Okay. That's £2, please.
Thank you.
10, thank you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Sorry.
Right, cheers.
Sorry about the change.
Alex clearly counts out the change in front of the mark, but somehow he's managed to hold on to £3 of it.
I think she overpaid for her ice cream.
Let's see what the mark makes of this.
Bought 2 ice creams for £2. The guy gave me £6, £5 change. So, no, I've been shortchanged. The ice cream man shortchanged me.
It's not long before another customer comes along.
Well, they're £1 each. Oh, 10, thank you.
This time Alex uses a different technique.
Sorry about the change. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry about the change. There you go.
The mark doesn't suspect a thing and doesn't think to check her change.
I've just bought 2 ice creams from an ice cream school and paid £10 cash and got £8 change. This is the change I've just got from the ice cream store. £7. Oh, there's £7.
Alex used 2 different methods to shortchange these ladies. For the first woman, he counts out all £7 in his hand, but as he turns his hand over, he holds on to £3 of it. With the second woman, he used a distraction technique. He counts the money directly into her hand. He doesn't actually drop the second to last coin, he just taps it against the others and diverts the mark's attention with the final coin, pocketing £1.
Where have you been?
You selling it?
You're killing it. I made about 20 quid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well done. I've seen a bit.
Do well.
You didn't nick any ice creams, did you?
No, I didn't.
Now it's Jess's turn, and she'll be using a different technique. See if you can spot what she's up to.
Yes, of course you can. Which one do you want? Here. Oh, we got loads.
I like Galaxy and SLM.
Yeah, that's £2, please. Oh, don't worry about it. I got loads of change. £1 each, so that's £2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the lollies make 10. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Another mark walks off without a clue as to what has just happened.
I just went and bought some 2 ice cream for my friend and I. I paid, I think, £2, £1 each. I've got how much change? I think I've got about £6 change. £6 change? £6. Am I supposed to have £6? £8, right?
Did you spot how Jess shortchanged this man? Jess's technique is to purely confuse the mark. When she starts counting out his change, she adds in the price of the ice creams at the beginning, so counts up from £2. Instead of going all the way to 10, she stops at 8 and then counts in the ice creams again, giving the mark only £6 change.
Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Here it is again.
£1 each, so that's £2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the lollies make 10. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Well, obviously, if he shortchanged everybody by £1 a day and he sold 200 ice creams, he'd make £200 extra profit on the money he's making with the ice creams.
Well, actually, I feel a bit gullible, but the girl was quite pretty, so I'm better than being scammed by an ugly bro.
Very dirty trick, yeah.
I would say definitely count all your change afterwards and not just walk away after you bought ice creams or anything else for that matter.
Right.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
So, after a successful day of shortchanging, it's time for our hustlers to make their getaway.
I'm not that heavy.
Sorry, pursued by an ice cream van. If you don't want to be shortchanged, there's 2 things you've got to do. First, always concentrate when you're getting your change back. And second, always count your change before you walk away. It's as easy as that.
Coming up, Jess dresses to impress and takes tourists for a ride on her fake bus tour.
Well, we're just tourists. How should we know?
If you like a flutter, but you end up playing against cheats, the only sure thing is that you're going to lose.
Paul has come to a popular bar and strikes up a conversation with 2 unsuspecting customers. Ever the hustler, he's soon won £2 from them in a simple bet.
You have to get this out of the little shovel without touching the coin and only moving 2 matches.
I haven't got to.
You want to see it? Move one here like that. Another one like that.
Alex pretends to be a stranger and asks to join in.
Like the, sorry, is that taken? More if I have to?
No.
Carry on. Oh, sorry.
He introduces them to a new game, and before the marks know it, they are playing an ancient Chinese game called Nim.
I'll tell you what, if you beat me, I'll buy you a drink. If I beat you, you buy me a drink. All right.
It's got to be worth it, buddy.
It's got to be worth the drink. Go on.
The object of the game is for each player to take 1, 2 or 3 matches from the pile in front of them in turn. The winner is the one who can clear the remaining matches in one move.
You best win this one.
How can I win this one?
Can I have a beer?
Yeah, it's fine. Hello, I thought that's the one you were
A phone call gives Paul the perfect excuse to leave for a few minutes. Enough time for Alex to share a secret with the marks.
Well, I tell you what, I'll give you a surefire way to win on this, so you'll make your money back. But first time I used to count how many matches we've got. So we've got 32 matches. As long as you have enough matches that are divisible by 4, then it's very easy. So the person you want to beat, you let them go first. Whatever number, they can only take 1, 2, or 3 matches. So you've got to work in 4. So if he takes 1, you take out 3 to make out the 4. If he takes 2, you take out 2 to make out 4. If he takes out 3, you take out 1. So for example, if we had 12 matches, so let's say you wanted to beat me, you let me go first. If I take out 1,
I'll take
out 3. Correct. If I take out 2,
take out 2 as well.
Exactly. So now you've left me with 4. There's no way I can win.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when he comes back, you should do that. Get your £2 back. Match. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry.
Alex says he has to go and meet some friends and leaves the marks confident of winning their £2 back from Paul.
Be a man. Might have 30. Be a man. But you've got to go first, I just want to establish it. Paper money.
This time, the guys are so confident that they'll clean up, they each put a tenner in and bet Paul £20. But Paul is the real hustler here and knows his money is safe. The guys follow Alex's instructions and force Paul to start the game, safe in the knowledge they can't lose. They then apply Alex's rule of 4. But hang on, something's not right. They've lost and they have no idea how it's happened.
Thank you very much. Wait, there's something to that. I don't know what it is.
Gentlemen? Take my money, walk off.
Paul makes a fast exit £20 up, whilst the guys are left wondering how Alex's surefire advice has left them out of pocket.
Somewhat weird.
We've just been taught how to play a game and
we still lost it.
Still lost it. It's actually your fault.
I don't think so.
It is, man. It's his fault.
He's blaming the wrong person. Let's go back and see how it was done. Even though the guys were taking enough matches to add up to 4, there was no way the marks could have won because Paul cheated. Paul uses simple sleight of hand to add 1 new match into the pile, making a total of 33 rather than 32. Remember, this game only works when there's a multiple of 4 to start with. The friends have no idea that Alex was part of the hustle. They did exactly what Alex told them to do, but they never stood a chance against this pair of hustlers.
Go for it. I just can't get my head around that. What's just happened now is... I think we best go and find those guys and learn how to do it again.
I know, man,
Tourism is one of the largest industries in the UK, worth over £74 billion a year. And to a ruthless hustler, that's a constant supply of fresh victims.
It's the lunchtime rush in Trafalgar Square, and Jess is selling bus tour tickets to the tourists.
Hello. Hi. You right there? Good. You interested in our half price offer today? We're doing it at half price because the weather wasn't too good this morning.
Nothing wrong with that, and in fact this Irish couple seem very satisfied customers. However, in about 30 minutes time they're going to be very unsatisfied, and Jess will be long gone with their money. So what exactly is going to upset them? If we go back to early this morning, we'll find Jess making up a fake ID for herself and a poster advertising a fictitious bus tour. Along with a convincing uniform, she'll be able to tap into the gold mine that the tourists bring with them in their pockets.
Yeah.
It's a sight familiar to tourists in the capital. A tour company rep selling tickets for bus tours in a tourist hotspot. But these tourists won't have a clue that the buses don't exist and that the whole setup is a scam.
It's £12 per person.
Where do we get on now?
Back to our Irish couple. Jess tells them the bus stop is on the other side of the square and the next bus is at 1 o'clock. This gives Jess 40 minutes to sell more bogus tickets before people start coming back complaining.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye. Hello.
Hello. Do you have a student reduction?
Yes, we do. We do a concession today. It is.
Another tourist is interested in Jess's half-price offer.
It's guided, yes, it's guided. The microphone's any language that you want. It does most languages.
Jess will say anything to make the tourists think this is the perfect deal.
You get a free goodie bag as well. It's got a disposable camera in it. You can take pictures. It's got a pen, a pad, a map. Welcome. Thank you.
The so-called goodie bag is worth more than the £10 they're about to hand over, and the happy tourists set off in search of the non-existent bus stop. The tourists keep on coming.
Bye. All by myself. Oh, thank you very much. There you go. Thank you very much. Get you some change. Like I said, the next bus will be just behind the statue, so that'll be £36 then, please.
Time is up. Jess has to cut and run before her previous customers get fed up searching for the bus stop and come looking for an explanation.
£36 then, please.
It's time to call Alex.
Hello. Yeah, it's me.
Right, see you in a minute.
I'll see you in a bit.
Alex arrives to close down the one and only bus tour with a profit of over £200.
You done?
Yeah.
Better get out of here before they start coming looking for buses.
I know. They're going to stop.
This con goes to show just how effective a uniform, an ID tag and a poster in the right place can be.
Well, we're just tourists. How should we know?
She told us the bus would be over behind this statue here, and we could see all the buses passing by there,
yeah.
you know, different ones. So we just presumed there would be a bus there, you know, when we went over.
We've been scammed.
We really fell for it, hook, line and sinker, you know.
Yeah, just behind that.
The mistake these tourists made was to not buy the tickets from a recognised tour operator in an office.
Lovely. Are you both concessions? Or?
Buying anything off the street can lead to disappointment. That's the end of another series of The Real Hustle. In the last 10 episodes, we've been up and down the country on the inside, seeing how the latest scams running in the UK operate. We've discovered how easily available clothing and fake identity cards can fool the public into believing they're dealing with bona fide people. This woman was convinced she had real workmen on her doorstep, but we stripped her house bare. Alex posed as a policeman and switched this shopper's money for counterfeit notes.
So he's con man. He's walking around saying that he's so-and-so with his identity.
Excuse me, sir. Could I ask you to come over here for just a second? For me, please.
We uncovered how fake security guards will empty your pockets as they search you. We also proved that a 40-year-old scam still works by looking the part and standing by a bank's Dropbox. That netted our hustlers over £5 in cash.
We're in so much trouble.
So keep your wits about you and don't trust someone just because they've got an ID and uniform. We've exposed the dangers of car ownership. Buying a car seems easy enough.
Tracy Rutherford, we've got a search warrant for these premises.
I think you've got.
But when this lad got caught up in a police raid, he not only lost his money,
Stay there, don't move.
he lost his car as well.
No, I'm shaking, I'm still shaking, I can't believe this.
Once you do get a car, the hustlers will be helping themselves to the contents of your boot while you're at a red light.
You don't have any change at all. I've got a clean window screen. Right.
And then parking it could cost you dear. This man thought he was having his car valeted in this car park, but it was stolen the moment he was out of sight.
Oh, you nicked my car.
And worse still, he left his sat-nav in the glove compartment.
I'm in his car, I've got his keys, I know he's not in. You do the math.
And when you come to sell your car, watch out. We uncovered a con that's affecting vendors across the country.
Okay. Don't panic. Can you open the door for us?
The hustlers will hijack your car. Take a friend if you are buying or selling a car. And if you have a sat-nav, always remember to disguise your home address. Be wary on the high street. Con men are at work selling you a load of rubbish, from repackaged potions and lotions to fake TV props.
Ricky Gervais's boxing gloves from the charity match.
They'll jam you into mock auctions.
£15.
And rip you off with dancing dolls that don't work.
I don't know why I bought it.
And while you're out shopping, be cautious. The scammers are after your credit cards and will go to any length to get you to divulge your personal details. Paul stole this woman's bag and then proceeded to help her.
All right, look, that's the bank call centre there. Speak to them. Cancel your card.
Do you know your...
And she ended up giving Alex her PIN number and card details.
Thank you.
While Jess worked in this cafe, she managed to copy all the customers' credit cards and get their PIN numbers. Watch out at cash points. Alex shoulder surfed this woman to get a PIN number and switched her card while Jess distracted her.
That's a real £10 note, that's not my card.
And then he emptied her account.
We are collecting.
Beware of the scratch card swindle, where you think you've won a prize of a lifetime. The con artist will make you call their premium phone line.
So there is a £10 handling fee.
£10 extra.
For charitable...
And extract your address and card details. The holy grail for hustlers is your card and PIN, so keep your details to yourself. If you've survived your shopping trip, travelling in public can potentially be a costly business, as this man found out when he had his wallet switched with a load of old newspaper.
Be able to help me down the rest of the stairs.
These people lost their watches playing the Good Samaritan.
Thanks for your time.
And going on a bus resulted in rich pickings for our hustlers. Don't make things easy for the hustlers. Keep your valuables out of sight. Be skeptical and keep your eyes open. Thankfully, real hustlers are still quite rare, and if you know what the scams are,
I'd like to smash the bloody place up.
You can easily avoid them happening to you.
I'm going to kick her ass.
Don't get hustled. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is.